live of the year for me. Yeah, that's going to sound weird, isn't it? Um,
Mm.
this is Colin Kincaid from Kincaid Outdoors, and this is my brother and from across the ocean, Rob on the road,
Hello.
and he's my co-host tonight. And yeah, we're going to be discussing. I got some things. The new upcoming New Year, obviously, which is to him is like tomorrow for him, and for us is is day after tomorrow. But also, I've got some new gear for. I was getting ready to set up for my hot tent camp that I've been talking about for off and on for the last couple of weeks. I got some things in. I'll be showing them off, and hopefully, you guys can give me some constructive criticism on different things, including some new archery stuff that I'm not sure if I've talked about yet, but I will be on tonight's live. Now, where you guys want to start, just let me know because I mean I can start off simple with this one of the cheap smallest things that I picked up to the biggest. Rob, you got any suggestions? Where should I start?
I'd say start with the random bits and bobs knocking about.
Okay, we'll start off with the first one that's on my desk, which I showed you offline real quick. It's this little piece right here. For those people who do know what it is, Rob, would you please inform them what this is?
That is a flue, as in FLUE, for a
Or a
hot
damper.
tent stove.
It's or a damper is another name they call it. I believe in the books is what they called it. I picked this up from Walmart for $17 and some odd cents. It was for my other stove that I was supposed to get from Home Depot, but they said, "Oh no, we can't get that to you till 2 weeks from now."
Hmm.
And I said that won't work for me. So with a little talking and finagling, they gave me my money back, and then I bought a new stove from them for a penny, which is better than what I paid for the first time. So this is going to go with the new stove and everything else. So this one's going to, as you mentioned offline, this would help regulate the flow better.
Oh yes.
Correct?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So that allowed maintain the heat to
Especially if
smoke
you don't
less air.
have a self-adjusting head to keep out of the wind on your
Only thing I
chimneys.
have is well, I'll be showing a picture of the gear that my stove's going to be having, as well as what tent I have and everything else. And I'm actually kind of surprised some stuff came in earlier than I expected. I wasn't expecting to get this piece until the 7th, but it came in yesterday. So that
Oh,
was
that's
kind of
good.
odd, to be fair. And they I was supposed to get this next. I wasn't sure when I was supposed to get this next item, which is not the hot tent stuff, but it is camping, small game hunting related. You haven't seen this one yet, at least I don't think so. This is called the Pocket Shot uh, Takedown Arrows.
Oh, these ones you were looking at the other day.
Yes, I was looking at these for a while, trying to see if I can afford them or not. But for $32 off of Etsy, I could not turn down the price for 3 takedown arrows.
Is
Which
that
are,
a good price for them? I honestly wouldn't know.
yep. I mean, it's here's like one arrow. Like it doesn't look like much, but it is feather fletched, which is one thing I do like because I always felt that feathers are a lot more forgiving. Huh.
As opposed to those sort of rubber type.
Yeah, that the veins. Okay,
Mm.
feathers are feathers. Veins,
Yeah.
feather fletching and veins are two separate things. So
So I've seen a lot of arrows that have those sort of rubbery plastic.
veins, those are veins.
Yeah.
Now this one here, it's really stiff, but it's 29 inches long. And I mean, you can change out the tips right now. It's just got a field point on it. I plan on adding my own points to it. I want to get a system for a little caddy for my various tips that I can keep in my quiver of my takedown bow that I'm planning on
Kind
using
of
this
like a
with.
fly fishing rig.
Something like that.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, but just for well,
tips.
I'll show you what I mean.
Oh, I get what you mean. It's kind of like a quiver, but just for the tips.
Okay, yeah. So this is where I have my bow set up right now. I had some ideas on improving this. I've showed the bow before, so that's nothing new. Now, the quiver itself, I don't know if I've shown you too much about it, to be honest, because I've acquired this at a Goodwill outlet store years ago, a couple years ago, and I found out that it fit my bow perfectly.
Brilliant.
And as you can see, it's just a simple canvas deal with some bias tape holding it together.
Well, you
But
can't
it
go
does,
wrong if it's simple.
yep, and it's got a simple leather divider. But
Oh, okay.
I was thinking if I could figure out a way to open this up, add some loops where I can fit these pieces in here like pencils, like a pencil case, holder.
Oh, you can just grab what you need.
Yep. That way they just sit there.
Oh,
I put, some parts on this side, some parts on the other side. That way they'll be available for me to use. Just grab them, then I can go. And also that little caddy would be in one pocket and the bow would be in the other. So that's my plan. And when I want to go hunting, one thing I want to add to this is add a back strap to this where I can wear it across my chest as a back quiver. Or if someone wants to use it as a side quiver, that's the kind of thing too. But I don't like side.
yeah.
I'm a back quiver kind of guy. More Robin Hood than most people I would really want to admit. But this
That's
way,
a good way to recycle it.
Yep. And I was, figured between all that stuff, I could, when it's not fully, done, these arrows would just tuck down in here, out of the way, because they're so small.
Protected and
That's all there is to, that's the first part. And
just be careful what you're doing. That technically passes as assembly.
what do you mean?
Do not assemble it in front of your camera.
Oh,
The arrows.
I was disassembling.
Same problem.
Well, as you can see, it fit in here.
Oh gosh, they disappear right in, don't they?
Yeah. That way I can carry all three in here, out of the way. And I have the capability of going small game hunting or whatever. And I have all that in one kit instead of having to worry about full-blown arrows.
Well, I suppose having a full length arrow sort of defeats the purpose of a takedown.
The thing is, this thing here, if I did it this way, look how far that sticks out.
It's very obvious as well.
Exactly. But if I have it all in here and I have it closed up and I have it strapped to my back, all you see is
to be fair, like that, you're just going to look like one of those eccentric artist types who wanders around Parkland painting trees.
Well, what I also could do is what I always usually carry in my quiver. Let me see if I still have it in here or not. Well, that's not in that, so it must be in the other one. I usually carry my flute in the other foot and my quiver, which is like really weird for a musician. Not so weird. So I'm not.
That's it detracts from what the primary use is.
Yeah, they don't see that. If I pull that flute out of there instead of a bow, they won't realize. Go, what the hell? Okay? Usually, he's just a weird musician, or some guy who likes to play the flute, that kind of thing. But this is two arrows by themselves right here. Wow. Doesn't look like it, does it?
That's pretty impressive. Fair play on that.
But the thing is, there's the tube that they came in. I mean, I could put them in like this if I wanted to for now.
It looks a bit like the old fishing float tubes.
It does. I will probably end up using it for something like that in the future. But I could also put on fishing tips on the arrows to go. There's a guy called Field Day or something like that who's from Australia who bow fishes with a regular bow. Not your normal bow fishing setup. He actually uses a takedown bow and regular arrows to hunt fish, shoot fish, and does survival on islands.
Okay.
I will send you the link. I'll put it down in
when we get off this.
After my live is over, I will go look him up and put him down in the description of my live on the main. That way people can go check him out. He's got some really cool stuff. He's Australian. And I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off my YouTube side. I was getting a slight echo. But the thing is, I think that's a really cool thing that I've been trying to find something to work with my gear like that, because this needs a decent arrows to go with it that'll collapse too. That way I don't have to worry about.
Yeah, there's no point taking full length ones if you've taken a collapsible bow.
Exactly. But that's the one I carry. I can put in my truck. Don't have to worry about it. It's there.
Oh, good.
So these right here are carbons. They won't, there's this because the way they're put together, they're really stiff, which works better for more powerful bows.
Forgive a stupid question. Are they hollow?
Yes.
They're hollow.
Yes.
Okay.
They're like aluminum arrows. If you ever seen those, they're nicknames for this carbon style arrows are called soda straws for a reason.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, that's their nickname.
I was just sure because sometimes I know they can be hollow.
Huh?
I know some are hollow, some aren't.
No. Well, these are carbon fiber. So that means you don't want to try, breaking these because they'll fiber out and you can get little slivers in you and that kind of thing. Not something you really want to do. But the thing is, for $32, plus shipping, obviously, I'm not complaining. I mean, will I probably end up buying another pair? Yeah, because I like those.
How many did you get?
3 for $32.
So it's worth taking a shot on them.
Oh yeah, literally. $8.
Literally, yeah.
Well, let's see, $11 a piece, of give or take.
These are a good price for arrows.
Yep. And a thing is, that's perfect for this setup. This is a survival bow setup. So you don't need heavy duty. I mean, it is heavy duty arrows, obviously. The only thing that people would look at it and go, that's a little wonky with the fletching, because it's set up for a pocket shot wrist rocket setup. For those, the ones that you put your arrow in the little pouch and pull back and let go. That's what they're meant for. But these would work for my bow just as well. I'm not.
Well, an arrow's an arrow, isn't it, in the basic sense?
When you're hunting for small game, an arrow's an arrow. As long as you can hit your target at 20 yards, that's all it needs. You don't. I mean,
you're not target shooting or distance or anything like that, are you?
Not intentionally, no.
You're taking down a rabbit.
Right. I will probably be adding something to this bow that's not on there at the moment. As you can see, it's a center shot style bow. As you can see the way it's cut through center shot. And then you can see that there's felt on here. So because I shoot bare bow. Now, I do have a setup for my bottle fishing reel for bow fishing that I can add to this. This is why I have these right here and there right now. This didn't come this way. This is for my bow fishing setup. I want to add one thing to here, which is probably take the strike plate off or put the hole in the strike plate for a whisker biscuit. That's an arrow rest with basically like a C with whiskers in it that allows me to fit the arrow in without having to worry about where it's at. It's always going to be centered, which is going to be great for hunting small game generally, as well as setting it up for bow fishing without thinking about it. So
I
don't have that yet, but that's on my list. But right now, as it stands, I can hunt with those arrows. I want to take the flat broadheads, the 2-bladed broadheads, which is why I want the little pouch where I can put them in, so I can grab whether I'm getting a judo point, or in my case, I would rather go with a hex blunt, a screw-on hex blunt, or something like that for small game, or a 2-bladed broadhead for bigger game. So that way I would have something a little bit more versatility.
What's the largest you can use a bow and arrow on in your state?
I can take down deer with my bow.
I mean, there isn't like you can bow hunt up to this size animal. Beyond that, no.
Okay, you need at least a 45-pound bow or more to take down big game.
Right.
So
that's my bow knock a lot of people out anyway.
Yeah, I pull a 55-pound bow. Now, it's not just above it's like 10 pounds above the minimum, And it's not my maximum that I draw, but it's my hunting weight that I use. Which is there's a difference between shooting weight and hunting weight. Most people don't realize it. But there's one of the bows that I do use for hunting has a 74-pound draw weight, but I would use that for only deer or other big game like that because I want to make sure I take them down.
So it needs clean, clip, and straight off, no messing.
If I'm going for something as big as deer or something like that, if I was going, like, say, for a mountain goat or a ram or something like that, I would want, or even a big hog. I would go with
a lot of punch.
I want something with punch. Exactly. So, but this bow here, it's got versatility because I could use it as a bow fishing rig. I could use it as a small game rig. I could use it as a big game rig, just depending on my configurations. And having the options, as everybody knows, is key. With these new arrows, have given me those options. So with the addition of the whisker biscuit, when I find one I like that'll fit this bow, I could add that and add more versatility to my ability to acquire game and food.
Oh, okay.
I like it. When it comes to bows, I'd rather have that versatility than not.
Well, that makes sense.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's just adding like that Swiss Army knife element, isn't it?
I would think so, yeah. Because for one, for me trying to acquire gear as it is, being left-handed is hard enough, and trying to find versatility in my equipment. Because remember when the old, I think it's the old prepper adage that make sure whatever gear you have has more than one use.
Yeah.
And I just basically proven that my bow now has extremely more uses, thanks to the arrows I just acquired. And if I add
I was going to say, being a left-handed item, its multiple uses are already somewhat choked, aren't they?
Correct. But I added
because the accessories don't exist.
Well, they do, but they're not common. I'm acquiring those.
Affordable.
No, definitely that. They're definitely not affordable.
So I'm left-handed. I know what it's like when I was a kid growing up trying to get left-handed equipment.
Well, if I ever get you down here, I could take you out hunting with my gear.
It's not easy, is it?
No, but the thing is, I learned to adapt. I mean, I could shoot left and right
because you got no choice, have you?
Well, I was an instructor for 20 some years shooting, traditional archery, and I have to teach a lot of right-handed people how to shoot. The only way I can do that is show them how to shoot their way.
It's hellishly confusing watching someone shoot or do anything opposite-handed and then trying to do it yourself.
You get used to it after a while. But while I'm really good right-handed, it pales to how good I am with my left hand.
Which makes perfect sense.
It's sort of like Wesley from The Princess Bride doing the foil battle with his left hand, then switching to his right.
And expecting the same.
And they're not the same.
No, 100%.
So that's the best analogy I have when it comes about my shooting and being left-handed and right-handed. Now,
that's a fair assessment.
The best one I can think of. Now, the things that other things I was going to show off people, a lot of it has to do with what this is all connected to. No pun intended, because this connects to a lot of things. The tent poles I acquired, I ordered 2 sets of each pole, not realizing that each set is 2 poles.
Oh.
Yeah. So
you're a bit overstocked.
But it actually worked out for the better for one reason. Scott, SD Mountain Man, who's also ordered his tent, I'm now going to be giving, he's going to be paying for the extra poles I have for his tent that he doesn't have to buy now or wait to order because I already have them.
That's handy.
So that kind of happenstance worked out better. I still get my money back for the same poles I spent, and he helps him get his poles. So these are my here's how I tell which poles are which. The ones in this one here, like a backpack style, these are my 2 middle center poles from the front and back. Sort of like a giant pup tent kind of thing back in the day. Or like the French Army Commando tent, you have a pole in the front, you got a pole in the back.
Oh, in the back, yeah.
Well, this one here, these are my side poles. The only difference in these 2 poles is that these are 6'6", which is about what the top portion of the hot tent is supposed to be in the first place. Now these are 6'2", but since they're not technically true telescopic like they were supposed to be, which would have made things a lot easier.
Which means when you put them together, they're a little under 6 foot, really.
They're 6'2".
Is that assembled height?
Assembled height altogether 6'2". And I'm going to use this as an example because here's what the end pieces look like on all of them, just like that. So that allowed me to attach, and there's one of the center extra poles. So tell me this is not what you call true telescopic.
Well, it's not, is it? It's clipped together.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I have one. This is the one pole that I think is the one that's messing up on me that I have to round off a little bit.
But did you get them for a good price?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
But that's how they go together. They're fairly strong when they're like all together. I won't need the entire 6'2" length for the corners. It's going to probably be about 42 inches.
Yeah, because you're going to want a decent amount of drop, aren't you?
Yeah, well, they're going to be tight enough where I can put the side ropes down and secure it and everything else. So, and that, like you see, is fairly strong to put together.
But it is not telescopic.
It's not telescopic. Someone has a weird idea what telescopic really means. Yet they can do a telescopic fishing rod, but apparently not telescopic fishing tent poles. I got it from Timo, folks.
It's a translation error or something.
Probably.
Mislabeling.
Definitely a definite mislabeling. I'm keeping the poles in separate pouches. That way I can tell which one's which. This one here comes with like 2 little straps where I can use like a backpack.
I mean, if you were going to use them at their full height, you could run some shock cord through them.
I could, but I don't need to because the corner pieces are probably about 3 to 4 feet tall. Not as tall as the center pole, obviously, which is 6'6". And they're probably about 2 feet shorter than that. So about 42 inches is probably more than sufficient. 42 to 45.
Once you guide it out.
Right. And that's going to also give it more stability than a standard, because this is the hammock hot tent from Timo. And since I'm not using it as a hammock hot tent, I'm using it as a standard hot tent, that's why the poles. This allows
you loved your hammocks.
I hate hammocks, you know that. I do not like hanging suspended from a hammock, especially when you have to have especially a hot tent version where you have to put wood in your wood stove, and you'd have to get out of your hammock completely to put wood in your
couple of hours, yeah.
So you'd have to keep on getting in and out of your hammock, and that's just not going to work.
Oh, I would just sit in a chair after a second time.
Well, that's why I am going to be in a cot.
So I would just sleep in a chair by that point.
Well, by that time, when you sit on a cot, what is it? It's chair sized, basically, height anyway. But we'll be able to reach over, throw some more wood in there, and go back to sleep.
That's it, isn't it?
That's the biggest bonus. I mean,
because you're only taking the one stove, aren't you?
No, I'm taking my own stove, and Scott's taking his stove. But here's the thing. Okay, his tent and my tent are the exact same tent design.
That's I thought you were linking them up in the middle.
We're linking them up in the middle. We're using one of my poles to link both of them together.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
why I
throw a
thought you were just taking the one stove.
I'm taking mine and he's taking his, but they're
Oh,
in
nice,
opposite corners.
nice and
So
toasty.
nice and toasty. So that way we can both it will regulate the temperatures for everybody because we'll have me, him, and Ian. And before you say roll for Ian, he's already knows that he is on kindling duty.
Are
So
you keeping it? I mean, how's the weather looking for it?
moderate snow.
Okay. Well, to be fair, that's
So,
probably about all you want for a test night.
right. Well, I'm going to do once I get my stove in, I'm going to do the pre-burn, get all the oils and
Yeah.
crap out of it. I'm going to pick up some. I was supposed to get a mat to go underneath my stove, but I thought I ordered the wrong thing because I got the floor instead.
You got that giant one, didn't you?
Huh?
You got that giant reflective floor.
It's a 39 by 78, whatever. But on a good note, though, Ian came up with an option, which was like really ingenious of him today. We were at was it was either Tyson's or True Value, Ace Hardware or something like that, and he spotted one of those old fire blankets.
Yeah, some Kevlar.
Yep, pretty much. They're like $20 for a fire blanket. And he said, "Dad, why can't we just use that as a cover for the floor for that?" And I looked at it. And go,
Yeah, because even that the heatproof mat is only heat. It's not heatproof. It's heat resistant. It'll still burn.
Yep,
So
but
might as well.
a fire blanket is a fire blanket. That's what it's good to, put out fires.
Again,
So,
it will still burn, but it will do the job nicely for what you need.
Exactly. And it's $20, and I don't have to wait to go pick it up. It's like already we can go pick one up for $20 right now. And between that and possibly picking up a small fire extinguisher just on the safe side, because safety
No
reasons.
harm in that.
But that way, we'll have our kettle for water, obviously. We either, because we could either boil up some snow, which is always a good way to, save us from having to worry about disinfecting it too much. Because snow is generally pretty, especially if it's coming down at the time, we should get some fresh powder. It would be a lot more purified than regular groundwater anyway, within reason. Because I know there is dirt in some snows and stuff like that, and not all snow is pure, so to speak. I see 2 people in here. If you're here, please comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. Yeah, we got some stuff that we're going to be talking about. We talked about some takedown arrows that I just acquired, as well as the new damper flue thing for my upcoming hot stove, which is going to be coming in the next couple days. It's supposed to be here by Friday.
Okay.
And part of all that stuff, what we were talking about, and I'll show you a picture here in a second, is the hot tent itself. This is all it. This is the whole thing. Doesn't look like much, does it?
How much does it weigh?
About 6 pounds.
It's not bad.
No. And there's plenty of room, as you can see. I put my tent poles in here. And it does come with stakes and ropes. There's instructions, give me a second here, in the bag itself, attached, so I don't lose them. The fact that it came with a nice tent bag, which is nice. Here, the thing I got was a kick out of is that I have a bunch of stakes that Ian acquired when we did our flea market bug out bag challenge a couple years ago. Ian found them in the trash can.
I remember, yeah.
About 23 of them or so.
Yep.
These are the stakes that are in this one. These are the exact same stakes. Nice. So I bring in the extra stakes with me anyway. So
they don't weigh much, and you're driving in anyway.
Nope. If they bend, I have extras. And the tent itself is like strapped together in there with a nice buckle strap. and it weighs, like I said, next to nothing, and with a lot of extra space in here that I could add extra things if need be. Ian said, because of the way it's like a big duffel bag type setup, Dad, you can wear it like a backpack. I guess I could if I really needed to.
In a push.
Yeah. So that, and here's the, okay. As you can see, that's not very big.
No, it's not massive.
About 39 inches wide, folks, by a little over 7 feet long. Like 78, I think. Give or take. You're going to have to do the conversion, folks.
2 of them put together, it's quite sizable.
Well, I don't know what he has. I think he's going to get some rubber mats. But it's just this reflective material, as you can see, with some bias tape on it. And a little foam in between. But is that going to be enough for what I'm using it for? Sure. But I am going to add something for Ian, because this thing won't cover where he's sleeping. It'll cover where I'm at, but not where he's at. And I'm adding a footprint from another MSR tent that I have. I have it. Don't ask me where I got it from. It's a 2-person footprint for a tent, but it gives him a floor. So I've had it. I didn't have a use for it because all my tents have footprints. This one is just a spare one. Okay.
It does the job.
Yep. And this is the thing I'm actually kind of proud of, is this thing here.
Oh, nice.
Nice little griddle. That's going to be very, I have to get some SOS pads and scour it down a little bit more and reseason it before I go out. But I could make pancakes on this. I can cook pretty much everything on this without taking too much weight. That's solid. And you can tell it's been used on a stove before because look at the condition.
Brilliant.
And I paid like $4 for this. And also because I was watching Outdoor Boys, and Luke from Outdoor Boys made his own. It looked very similar to this. And I figured, why not? He's got one, now I have one. I just don't have to make mine. Oh, there's the footprint.
Hey.
So that's a fairly decent, footprint from MSR. Hey, Howie, how you doing, brother? Happy New Year. He's the one that's going into the New Year yet. We're not there yet. But let's see what else. I think I showed you these before because we talked about on Cliff's channel about the gloves that Ian found. Well, technically, I found, he bought.
Yep.
Vintage gloves. I found out these are vintage Air Force extreme cold weather gloves.
Nice.
Which is makes it really, as I am prior service Air Force, makes it appropriate, I would think, that I own these. Ian gave me these for Christmas. Now, will I hunt with these on? Probably not. Huh?
I'm very kind of him.
Say it again.
Very kind of him.
Yes, he normally doesn't do that. But he bought two.
They're not cheap bits of kit.
These were only about $2.50 a piece. A set. They were on sale.
In the wrong place.
Dude, I remember, I'm good at finding things, but I was going to buy them, but he said, "Oh no, I'll buy them." Okay, I wasn't, and I was expecting him to keep them, but they're all military and everything else. Turns out the ones that he has, that I was looking at his on Clips Live, are M1942s.
Yep.
And I did some research on that. M1942s are from 1942. They're not just a product number.
No, the Americans were pretty good at keeping it simple, weren't they?
Pretty much. So his gloves are from 1942, which has the little optional trigger deal, and which really freaked out Cliff. Me, I call these my Muppet gloves because they look like little puppets. I want to get googly eyes for these things so badly. just because it would just freak people out.
Outdoor Research did a series of gloves for the US Army called the Mutant, which it's a massively improved cold weather glove across the market. Second-hand, falling apart conditions, $300.
Well, these in the condition I have them in, they're supposed to be $75 to $100.
Awesome.
We got them for both of them for less than $5.
Did it right there then.
Well, on average, Ian and I find some extremely amazing deals, which is really strange for considering where we live. We shouldn't be finding the things we're finding. Literally, there's no reason for these things to be falling in our laps. I think karma's trying to tell me something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
what else are you going to
is a
say?
deal.
Yeah, but things are coming to me that shouldn't. They're all pointing in one direction.
Well,
From
send them
my
to me then.
you wish I wish I could, but I can't because you can't send me something I want.
Send it all to me.
If you send me what I want, complete.
Yeah, you have to speak to your government about that.
If I could send you what I have, you wouldn't be, and your government would allow it. That's the big issue there, as you know. I can't send you a proper bow.
Well, I'm not sure how we can have those rescue kits over here anyway, Max.
Well, you're the one that they left them there. I mean, I would love to have the complete kit here. Because I would add, especially the Air Force one. Oh my God, I could do so much with that. For those people who know, that's where the AR-7 comes from. Or the Henry survival rifle. That's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, in addition to some of the items I've showed you so far, there is going to be some additions that I'm going to be adding to. One is my modular sleep system, which I've shown you in the past, which goes down to -30, -40 survival rating, -30 comfort rating, with proper base layers, obviously. I do have the proper base layers now. Because one of the things my sister gave me for Christmas was a decent base layer top.
She did, didn't she?
She gave me some base layers. So I'll be ready to go rock with those. In addition to my thermals, which I already have. Now, I'm also going to be adding a military cot with a cot caddy, which basically it's something, it's a piece of kit that wraps around the cot, allows with different pockets in it for different things.
Oh, yeah.
So that way I can store my gear in that, like my glasses and flashlights, whatever I need is going to be in one of those pockets. I don't have to worry about figuring out where everything's at. And I don't have to store everything in my backpack or on the floor somewhere. And in addition to that, I also carry some everything's like extra socks. When I get up in the morning, I can take my stocking cap off, whatever I'm sleeping in, throw it in there and keep a track of it, that kind of thing. Or I can put my cold weather gloves up there, hanging them over. If they get wet, I can hang them over by the stove and let them dry out.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have? Yeah. One thing I am going to be adding across the top of my tent on the inside, but not a hammock, is an orange rope system I have for. I believe it's supposed to be for Okay, sorry, we got a siren going off. Means there's something going on outside somewhere. Is a clothesline, bright orange. I'm not going to use it for a clothesline, which I could, I guess, but I'm going to use it for my light, which is not much. Doesn't look like much. Please forgive me about this.
Okay.
It's fairly bright.
That's quite bright.
No, wait for it.
Oh, that's the one you got the other day, yes.
Yep. And the fact is, one thing I did find out about it, if you look at my hand here, when in this particular mode, it becomes like a little mini flashlight. You can see it on this hand here. Yes, it changes color, but it doesn't do this in the other modes, which is really weird. So when I have it in this mode, it doesn't do it. You see? But in this mode,
No.
because the white part here is the base layer, right? The little red one, this little LED is the one that does that. So the fact that it's rechargeable, it's perfect for this kind of setup. And they said it runs about 8 hours if I needed to. Not can I plan on running it that late. I also have some other lamps I plan on bringing with me, but this one for inside the tent. That way, you don't have to worry about vapors or anything else for emergency wise. And it's Type-C rechargeable, as you can see. Picked this up at $2 for $2. I figured, what would I use that for until I figured out that it's rechargeable? I go, oh my God, I could use this for this trip. And it worked out great. So, yeah. And then I find out I can finally take my firearms that I want to take with me instead of just trying to stick with one of them, like my 22.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ian's got his own, so we're going to be taking that. We're also taking gear falling down. My squirrel scanner. Put my name on it, obviously. And
did you get around to using that last season?
I had not, because I was supposed to use it over Thanksgiving, but my in-laws stated that their squirrels got decimated by the cats. And I wasn't allowed to hunt whatever squirrels that were left because they liked the squirrels. Which really put a damper on me going squirrel hunting at my in-laws who are growing walnut trees. They have a grove of walnut trees and with a lot of squirrels in them, which makes no sense to me. But it is neither here nor there. But I will be using, I could show these off. I showed the arrows off. These right here are the ammo that I'm going to be using for my 12 gauge, which will stay in my case back behind me right at this time, along with my 22, which is also in the case back here behind me at this time. But I'm going to have all that carry everything in my truck and have it ready to go because I got everything plated, insured, and I'm going to have it gassed up and ready to rock by the time I get everything together. And once I get the go-ahead from Scott, when he said he's heading this way, I'll be heading up there. We'll be meeting up there, setting up camp. I will record everything I can. My GoPro,
That's all you can do.
Yeah. Now, editing sucks for me, and as well as Scott. I'm great at recording everything, but editing sucks. So you'll probably, when I do put it out, will probably be in big chunks, unedited chunks, because I don't know what else to do. I am not an editor. I don't have the patience to sit down and edit, unfortunately. But put me in front of a camera and I can monologue all day long about what we're doing. As long as I remember to hit record. That was my biggest issue. But I do have a bonus this year for next year I will be able to do anyway. If I'm recording with my camera and I have my hearing aids in, I have a portable mic.
Do, however, be aware that, and it's the same situation I have using my earpods to hear, you have a recordable mic. Unfortunately, you lose background audio.
Well, I'm not planning on doing other. No, I mean, when I could talk into my phone and everything else using my hearing aids.
But you will lose an amount of background.
Well, I don't. I mean, someone else talking around me, that's not too bad. But at least see what I'm doing. See me doing. I can talk about it. That kind of thing. You can hear me. But then again, anybody who's talking to me on the phone and I'm talking to someone on my hearing aids, they can hear. Anybody I'm talking to can hear people talking around me. They've actually said hello to Ian and Jenny when I'm talking to them. In particular, I'm talking to Scott. I could be talking to Scott like I'm talking to you on my hearing aids, and all people see is me talking into the air, obviously. But they can hear anybody who's talking near me, which is really weird because the mic's up here, not out here.
Yeah.
But I do have a limited range. I don't have a huge range, but I got, I can go out a little bit, but not too far. So if I'm doing a demonstration or something like that, I will be able to discuss what I'm doing, but that's about it. I won't be able to go like 20 feet out and
yeah. Not like the DJI mics and stuff where you can stroll halfway across the blooming block.
No. This is my poor man's hearing aid attachment thing that the military gave me for my, help me hear better. So
I mean, to be fair, I use my AirPods from Apple for the same sort of thing. My hearing is at best atrocious.
Yeah.
And I can't afford hearing aids.
Right. And the thing is, I mean, I'll be set for doing the hunt for pretty much every situation I got. Am I taking my other arrows with me when I go up there and my other bow with me? Yes. I don't need to take any other bows except one, but I'm taking some extra arrows just in case I want to take other game with my bow, just because I want to. Hunting season doesn't end until the last day of January for squirrels, and the last day of February for rabbits.
And then after that, is there any season left at all, or is it just closed?
Turkey season does reopen for spring turkey,
right?
But that's a different year, which would mean I'd need a different license. But then again, I have a multi-year license that goes through 2027. So I can do small game hunting all year round without having to worry about getting another license. Just not turkeys. That's a special license a specialty license, which I'd have to get a specialty tag for. Same thing for deer, but deer hunting doesn't start till the fall anyway.
Right.
But the only thing that's spring is spring turkey. Now,
in the summer, is there anything?
On average, there is open pigeon, open coyote, and
Does that mean you don't need a permit?
Don't need a permit. Don't need a license for either one of those. And also groundhog.
And is it, I know like with some things, for example, over here, with fishing, you're capped at, say, 3 fish per person?
Oh, no, unlimited with those 3.
Right.
There is no limit for coyotes, groundhogs, or pigeons.
Apart from their fur, I'm guessing you can't eat coyote.
You can if you really want to go that route. I don't. But I think there is a bounty on them or something like that.
I'm just curious because I can understand pigeon and rabbit and turkey and grouse and a variety of small game. I just can't see a purpose of coyote.
Well, they are a nuisance animal.
Right.
Here in the US. They harry livestock and things like that on small pets and stuff like that. Now, go ahead.
No, so it's just interesting because I know for some places they're maybe not necessarily a nuisance, quote unquote.
Well, this is Iowa. We don't have a lot of big predators here.
That would keep them under control.
Right. Now, in recent years, they said, oh, no, we don't have mountain lion here, or cougars, whatever you would call them. To me, they look the same.
Well, when it's clawing you to pieces, I don't think it cares.
Well, the DNR secretly reintroduced them to Iowa. And they kept on saying, oh, no, they're not here. They're not here. Until some guy down just south of my town here shot one. So this is not one of those things? No, it's a bobcat. Must be a mutant because the tail that long.
That's a bloody big bobcat.
Yeah. Bobcats we have. as for predator cats, that's the biggest one we have.
So what's Iowa's apex predator? Is it the bobcat?
I believe it's a bobcat, coyote, and then fox.
But not the mountain lion, because you don't have that.
We're not supposed to have that, no. But one lady's small dog got taken out of her yard by one. She caught it on camera. But no, that wasn't a mountain lion. That was a big house cat.
That was an Amazon driver.
Yeah. But the thing is, until someone shot one and they had actual visual proof,
they couldn't do anything.
Had tags on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Undeniable kind of.
They didn't like that.
No, that kind of throws you under the bus a little bit, don't it?
You can't shoot them because they're not technically here.
So you can't prosecute the guy for killing it?
Nope.
Because he didn't shoot it because it doesn't exist.
Exactly. You get in trouble for hunting out of season, and it turns out to be a predator animal that shouldn't be there, and it has DNR tags, tracking tags on it. So if it's not,
but he can't have shot it. But he can't have shot it because it isn't there.
Exactly. But the thing is, Iowa's not supposed to have them, but they do. They do now because they were reintroduced, and without public knowledge. But that's neither here nor there. One of the things we do have to worry about, besides those two items, we do get the occasional transfer from another state. Like moose come down from the north. It's happened. One moose got caught in somebody's swimming pool in northern Iowa.
I think I've seen that video.
And some people have reported seeing bears and where we're planning on going hunting. Now, the only good part about that is the season. We're going in midwinter.
They'll be sleeping.
It's unlikely to run into a bear, but not impossible.
Interesting.
So being armed is going to be part of the things we're always going to be while we're up there. Because this is a hunting trip. We are planning on using firearms. Do I have my bow with me? Yes. Is that going to be my primary thing? No. Because we're planning on doing rabbits and squirrel hunting because that's what we want to do. That's also what's going to be in season. And if everything goes well.
So rabbit and squirrel population, is it good there?
Yes. He said it's exceptionally good this year. So that's going to be a bonus because when we were there backpacking a few years ago, rabbits were everywhere. And we can hunt everywhere in that area with exception of the main campgrounds. Where they have the camping sites.
Yeah.
If it's a maintained campsite area, you can't hunt there. But everything from that wooded area right to the edge of that out for all like 1,500 acres is open for hunting.
Okay.
Not just little game or anything like that. But for everything from deer on down. So another bonus for going out in the wintertime. Just saying. Timber rattlers were present when we were there. Rattlesnakes, yes. We have a few here in Iowa. Just the fact is that wintertime, we don't have to worry about it as much. So the lack of bugs, the lack of venomous snakes, and the like, and
definitely adds to it.
Huh?
The lack of things trying to kill you is a bonus.
It is a bonus, except for the only thing that's going to kill us now is either asphyxiation by not running the flue properly or getting froze to death because of the first aforementioned thing not working properly. I do plan on make sure between every time I burn this, I'm going to clean out all the pieces.
Yeah.
Because I was watching a guy here on YouTube earlier, and he put his set up together, and he burned his wood stove and in his hot tent off and on for 9 days.
Oof.
In his backyard. He was practicing. He was trying to figure out what he needed to do, the good points, the bad points, all that stuff. And he noted the creosote that was building up in the pipes,
mm-hmm.
and everything else. He's like, he was doing really well on the one day he was planning on camping there, and then he realized if you use even marginally wet wood, creosote will collect like nobody's business.
Yeah, and then it eventually falls into fire and goes off like a bomb.
Well, his didn't do it. His actually just closed up and stopped working.
He's fortunate.
It got full. It clogged it up.
Fortunate.
And that smoke backed up into the tent and smoked him out. And as he was going, every day he learned something more.
Which is not a bad thing.
Mistakes. That way you don't have to. And for those 9 days he was doing it in his yard, he learned a lot about his setup.
I bet he did.
Yeah, and the thing is, he said it doesn't have the seals like some of the bigger, big house wood stoves have.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's got the little seal around the window, the little viewing window and stuff like that. If properly set up, a wood stove like that does not smoke as much as you think it would.
They only tend to smoke when you get them going.
It smokes when you get started until it establishes itself, and the draft just basically forces its stuff to be taken out the pipe.
And obviously, if you don't put wet wood in it,
right? Not
but that's
dry wood or wet wood. You got to. You could dry your stuff out if you can before you use it. I plan on buying a big box of pre-cut wood that is already the right size to get us started. Does that mean it's going to last me the entire trip? No. This is what I'm going to.
You can get started. You can keep a little bit back for kindling for emergencies.
Right. I was thinking about getting a little. You would call it a rubbish bin, a tin one with a lid.
Yeah.
But I can keep that kind of stuff in and use it in to get fires going in the morning, kind of thing, which is probably the smart thing to do.
Something you can carry back and forth to your truck.
Yep.
It's a good idea. And it's like it's like your hot tent starter kit.
Pretty much. I could use something like, let me see, I got them down here. Literally right here. I would not use these because I know what it is. You'll know what it is when you look at it. You know what this is?
Yeah. Oh no, don't use that.
This, my folks, do not use in your hot tent stoves. Do not use pine. Do not use fat wood. You would be tempted to do so. Do not do so.
Hey, Belt Loop.
He's back?
Belt Loop's in.
Oh, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, never, ever use pine in anything other than an open fire.
Now, the wood I was telling you about, I can get like a big, giant box of it for about $20. Is all hickory.
Yeah, well, and it will smell nice.
Learning like a cow with a pure hanger. Okay, I got something to show you, brother. I think you might get a kick out of. That's a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest type situation.
Oh yeah. Well, it's always nice when people pop in to say hello if they can't hang around.
Right. I really appreciate it when you do. Because this is what I wanted to show you real quick. It's one of my newest acquisitions, which I think is really cool because everybody who has a archery setup should have this set up, because some people say, oh no, it's going to wiggle, it's going to be whatever. I'm going to show you something. You just saw me put this together, right?
Yeah. Well, Belt Loop, apart from being busy, I hope you're well.
Look how straight this is.
Well, you found a missing item, so that is good. I shan't read it aloud.
I see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a missing one. I know where all mine are.
No, he's
Do I
obviously
need
found his,
another
and that's
one?
the important thing.
I would probably need one eventually. Like the biggest thing I acquired this last week is something I should have gotten, but I didn't. And they told me to keep it, get rid of it, throw it away, whatever. And that is this thing.
Your not stove.
My not stove. That's a $125, $130 item I did not order. I ordered a stove. As you can see, that is not a stove. That's definitely not a Caribou stove, is what I ordered. But I was told I could. But I was told keep it, do whatever, use it, sell it, whatever. I didn't have to do anything to it. So there is that. Now, what do I plan on doing with it? Trading it. What am I trading it for?
Penguins.
Something I can use. Huh?
Penguins.
Not quite.
Trade everything for penguins.
No, not me.
You could corner the market in Ironworth a penguin dealership.
It's a upgraded version of a Nerf gun.
Yeah, very upgraded.
Yeah. Pistol version. But I still like these things. I think if you can figure out a way to get these in your country, I think you should acquire some for your kit. Because they can't say you can't have them, do they? Or they just can't use them.
I'm not sure.
I want you to check the terminology. Do me a favor, check on that if that's the case. Because they say you can't use slingshots, right?
Well, I think the issue would be not so much the purchasing, it's the fact they're concealable. If there's going to be an issue, that's where it'll be lying.
Well, remember, they're technically used with slingshots, not bows. That's the thing I was wondering.
I'm not sure. Let me have a look.
Well, do some research for me. I'd really like to find out because that'd be interesting if we found a loophole.
Well, there's a loophole to everything if you try hard enough.
But not everybody would think about it because they think, oh, no, all you need is a firearm. But we don't. You and I and our group do not think that way. We think outside the box for a reason. Why? Because we can. As you and I are both left-handers, we're technically left-handed people are smarter than average.
It's a proven fact.
You already know that. Does that make it true that we can't be stupid? No.
I was going to say, we are smarter than the average. Unfortunately, nearly all of the despots in history are left-handed.
Pretty much, yeah.
There is a correlation between them.
I thought they were going to try to ban that too there, Howie. They're trying to get all you can carry is this double-bladed axe.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Question on that particular point. How much do you know about D&D?
We talk about the guy who just set a world record.
No, I'm talking about you and I. We know this. I'm talking about Howie.
Aye.
How big can a double-bladed axe technically be and still be considered, a tool?
Depends on the size.
We're talking Gimli size, if you get my drift.
Remember the old expression, if you only have a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Pretty much, yeah.
Logic applies.
No, but I think if he could get Gimli's axe, it's a double-bladed axe, right? True?
Yeah, no, you're right. You make a valid point.
And actually, if you think about it, okay, please forgive me on the pronunciation. I believe it's a large harbor axe thing. It's like a pole arm axe thing in description is what it looks like to me. But it's like I got a 6 foot long pole with an axe on it. It's historically accurate. I think it's German, but yeah, I could find loopholes if you need me to.
Well, the funny thing is, in Britain, a list of things you can't carry. It's quick list of things you can. Kind of stops applying the moment you put the word boat into conversation. Oh, I'm not kidding. Like, for example, I used to work on the canals, right, or narrowboats.
Right.
Now, granted, not the most exciting job in the world, it's fair.
Right.
But if I want to carry an 8 foot long pole saw up and down the canal bank, no one bats an eyelid.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but does that mean I'm any less dangerous with it?
No.
Madness.
Oh, I was going to do something and I forgot to do that. Please forgive me for backtracking here. I was going to show pictures of my tent and the options that I came up with. So bear with me here. I was supposed to do this over an hour ago when I started talking about the tent itself. All I did is show you the bag, which doesn't show you anything what I ordered. So please forgive me for that particular situation, folks.
That's not very heavy, £5.
Well, I'm going to give you his axe, you mean?
Yeah. £5 is technically a butter spreader.
Two and a half right here.
I mean, I would not be too concerned about that personally.
But that's that's you know what this is.
If I'd been a £5 single-headed, I'd be concerned.
I got lucky and I caught it.
And how did Colin lose his hand?
No, actually, which was weird. I was expecting to drop it to the floor. I actually caught it. I was kind of surprised. That's my throwing axe. I got more than one. Now, is it?
This is
Can
my
you use
throwing
it
axe. This is my walking axe.
Yep. Okay, I got a picture of what I was going to show you here. Give me a second here. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to bring this up where you guys can take a look at it, and you guys can judge for yourself. There's even a small video, but I will keep the volume off of that for a reason. Okay, it is a coffee cup. There's the high water resistance. Here's the video. See that one there, it's not much to it, as you can see. He's using poles, sticks he made himself, but I'm not going to do that. And I know for a fact that both the stovepipe holes do not need to be opened at the same time.
No,
they're just showing the options. I would close one of them off. I wouldn't just use the top one.
But also, if you're going to have the stove jack open, you'd be staking that out a lot higher.
See that stove right there? That's a lot like mine, actually.
Okay.
About the same style.
But
I would turn the way he's got his. He's got the door facing out.
Well, it's all set up, and you can tell these people don't stay in them.
Right, because I would have it turned about, let's see, 45 degrees, where it would be pointing from one corner to the other corner. because you don't want it right up against the side of your tent, or either the side or the front. That's too close. And the best way to do that, you split the difference right down the middle and have it facing the center, where you can reach over, add more fuel to it as you go. And it still leaves your top portion for cooking on, heating up water, whatever.
Yeah.
And
well, it's not a bad tent.
No. And like I said, that's okay, the way that's set up. This is with the poles, as you can see. See the poles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot more sturdy.
Which is why I'm going to be doing mine with poles. And Scott's going to have the same setup, with exception, his is going to be flipped around 180 degrees, which basically puts his setup in the opposite corner from this one. From this
yes, you're not having the
here.
heating. You're not having the stoves in the middle.
Nope, we're having one on each corner. And I'm going to put my stove closest to my cot near the stove where I can load up the easiest, because this one will be completely closed. One will be the main entrance where we come and go. Ian will be somewhere in the middle, and we'll have another
doing
tarp.
Ian things.
Well, we're going to have a tarp covering the center pole in the middle, because we're not going to have a guy line on that pole, because Scott's tent is technically going to hold that up, because he's going to have a guy line on his outside pole like I have on mine. So they're going to hold the center pole separate, right in the middle. So that way we'll have all the firewood lined up either under our cots or somewhere appropriate. We'll have my hanging rope for the light. We can see what we're doing. We'll probably have another lamp or two here and there. Stuff for our camera gear, especially, I do plan on taking my laptop with me for a reason, but it's not for a hunting or backpacking or survival reason. And is
it for editing?
No, not even for that. It's for entertainment.
Is it so you can sit and can complete your slideshow of top 100 bow drills?
Oh, no. This would be us watching a John Wayne survival movie called Island in the Sky, which is basically where he's surviving in the Canadian wilderness in extremely blizzard-like conditions. And we're sitting in a hot tent, pretty much doing it for fun.
Fair enough. I've been watching that. What was his name? The guy went to Alaska in the 60s.
You mean the guy from Iowa?
Oh, I couldn't tell you where he's from. He's the one who he recorded everything and wrote diaries, and they voiced him after his death.
He's from Iowa.
I'm sorry, I don't care. Anyone says that guy was talented.
The fact that he did it on all 8mm film.
Well, that alone's a talent.
Oh yeah, and like I said, he was Air Force. He was an Iowan on top of that, and I think he was one of the. As soon as I found out that he was an Iowan and he was Air Force, I was just enough to make me go, yeah.
I'm trying to see if
there's all the places I want to go visit. I want to go there.
J&J.
Who's here?
J&J here.
Hey Jay, how you doing, brother? It's not Happy New Year yet, but we're getting there. This is the new tent that I am acquiring. But like I said, this is pretty close to the setup I'm going to have. Though my stove does have some additions. I do have a spark arrestor on the top, but I have a 90-degree bend I can add to it to turn it towards the wind or whatever direction the wind, opposite the wind, to blow sparks away from my tent. So that's always going to be it's a bonus. And for those people who don't know, the internal diameter, not the height, but the internal floor space is 6'6" width, 9.86 length, feet wise. So a little bit over 54 square feet on the floor.
It's not too
And
bad.
that no, it does come with a snow skirt. That's the extra stuff you see on the outside, like right there. So if there is snow, and I'm saying there is, I'm going to use it to hold those side pieces down around all the sides I'm not going to be entering in and out of to help insulate the tent. And from what I gathered, tents just like this, with that little stove, well, it doesn't look like much. You will get about up to about 70 degrees in there with one tent stove. Now, two stoves in two tents back to back should keep it fairly comfortable in there.
Plus
even though it is
bodies.
Plus 3 bodies and gear and things. We're not going to be going, we're going to actually have our base layers on at all times. Only thing we're going to do is we're going to take our boots off while we're inside the tents because there's no reason to have our heavy duty stuff on while we're in there because you don't want to sweat. That's one thing about cold weather, anything, you don't want to sweat. So this, with the poles that we have and everything else, we are going to be extremely comfortable and everything else. I will not have this one here open at all. Unless I need some side ventilation or something like that. That's about only reason I would have that.
The only reason I could think of for opening it
is to let some extra air in. But that's about it. I mean, with everything else is closed off, you need some extra air. Unfortunately, there's only one thing wrong with that. It only opens from the outside. That's my only issue.
No,
but I am not going to be doing this configuration at all. But my stove is very similar to this one. Mine looks a lot like this one. So I'm going to have it facing the caddy corner towards the center this way, from here to here toward the center. That way I don't have to worry about it. You can see it does. This one has a damper too already. But I would add that little one I just showed you somewhere up here. And if I do it right, it should be very efficient. Should be.
Yeah, should be a reason it shouldn't be.
And there's another version with it from the other side with the poles. And that gives you a lot of space. The only thing it's going to be guyed out is going to be the four corners and a little bit at the side walls. In the center. Right here. As you can see, it's guyed out right there. Right here. The only thing is, like I said, we're throwing in a floor. So as you can see, it's got a snow skirt, windproof snow skirt, and everything else. And the size of it is going to be coming up here pretty quickly here. There's the dimensions. At the top, it's over 12 feet long. We're not going to worry about the top. That's the one thing we're not worried about.
That's a good size.
Yep. That's the plan. Hey, Scott. Glad you can make it, brother. My tent came in. He already knew my tent came in. I let it. There's the weight right there. 5.6 kilograms. 2.55 kilograms. Which is not very bad, much.
It's not bad at all.
And it comes with all this. Now, I will attach those once I get going. I think the 6-foot-meter rope is for the center poles. And the 4-meter ropes are for the side poles. That's my take on it. It does have instructions attached to the bag itself and that kind of thing. And as you can see, it does have a connecting strap for the deal. Well, what happened here?
No.
Don't ask me what happened just now.
Get back where I was
at. But that's what my tent is going to look like setup-wise. And the color they call it is coffee, which I think is a very appropriate For me anyway. But I'm going to use, I think that's a pretty good setup. There's the other color that we could have got, but that didn't come up. So I'm not planning on using sticks. I like the stability of poles.
Mm.
But I've got everything except for the stove, and it's supposed to be here on Friday. And then once it does, I got some twigs and stuff out here in my yard, and I'm going to use it to do a pre-burn to get all the oils and other gunk out of it. Will it get everything 100%? No. But I'll have everything tested, at least shut through, at least one burn through it. I might do a video about it, the pre-burn, just to show it off, to see how it works and everything else. Do I expect it to smoke when I first use it? Oh, yeah. That's one people expect it to be smoke-free the first time. No.
No way.
It's a learning curve. I mean, I've probably got a major learning curve to use it properly, to get it to, what's the word for it? Not siphon. Circulate? No. Where you get the smoke to go up the flue rather than out through the corners and stuff. Someone in the chat, please tell me what word I'm thinking of. Hey, how you doing, Jason? About time you showed up. Links at the top of the chat if you want to come up.
I believe the word you're looking for is Tony.
No, Tony's not here right now. No, there's a word for it. When everything is working, draft. That's the word. When it's going to draft properly, where the smoke goes up the Hey, Jason.
Hello, I was talking with Matt.
Well, how's it going?
Good.
Hello, Jason.
Well, my tent came in today.
If you got a tent like that, you're not going to stay warm with both ends open.
No, this is the way they set it up. I'm not going to set it up that way.
I'm messing with you.
Oh, I know. I do have an additional damper, which I'm going to throw on there to get my stovepipe an extra 6 inches.
Yeah.
And also, as Rob says, I could actually probably control the flow of the smoke a little better than just one single damper. Yeah.
Is that in Chinese size or American size?
What do you mean?
Did you get it on Temu?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in Chinese size. Okay.
What do you mean Chinese size?
Well, yeah, they're smaller than we are.
I'm short anyway. It doesn't. I mean, I am. You already know how tall I am, Jason.
I know.
And Scott, he's ordered his already. He's about the same height I am. So.
Oh, you guys will fit.
The thing is, which is what I was explaining earlier, Jason, you missed it, is that my setup, my stove that I ordered is exactly that style of stove.
Is it?
Now, it's not the exact same because mine's got some additions on the top that this one doesn't. But, and I'm never going to face my stove out the door.
No.
Because that'd be kind of stupid because you won't be able to, if you have the door closed, you cannot keep warm any way, shape, or form. You can't even get your wood in there that way. So
that little stove will keep that tent warm plenty.
Oh, no. The stove is going to be perfect for it. It's just that I'm going to angle it from that corner to the opposite corner.
Yeah, no, they were probably just doing that just for the photo.
Oh, it is definitely for the photo. And one thing it's also that I did is that we set up with poles, such as a normal hot tent, which is what I did. I got the poles for it. So I've got the poles, I've got the floor, I've got the tent. I'm waiting on the stove. Then my setup will be pretty much complete. I am going to be adding, I wanted to get a mat for the underneath the stove, but I could not. I accidentally ordered the floor instead of that, which was really stupid of me. But Ian had a little jolt of inspiration today. Well, it won't be perfect, but it will work. He did some research and found out a fire blanket will work.
Yeah.
So we're going to be using a fire blanket underneath the stove. So that's going to be a bonus. So that's, which I think is pretty cool.
Now, is this going to be for backpacking or a base camp?
This is base camp. This is not a backpacking situation. This is a cold weather camp out type situation for hunting.
Yeah, you can actually get a heat shield to put behind it too, as well, to reflect the heat.
I could probably do that if I can find something that I can afford and will not get too hot from the proximity of the stove.
Yeah.
And I've looked at other metal base plates that would be the right size and everything, but they're not cost effective for what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about between the heater and the tent itself.
Yeah, that's another reason why I would have it angled out towards the center from corner to corner instead of sideways like it does here.
Yeah, but I would still have something between the stove and the wall.
It's not necessary. As much as because it's not going to be set up for like long term. This is like a couple of days at best, and it's been shown this is not one I put together, so this is going to be it's in one piece already as it is. Yeah. The legs just pop down, fold down from the top underneath, and all the stovepipes and everything is on the inside.
Yeah, all you need is just a small piece of aluminum, but to put between the stove and the tent.
Right. Well, the thing is, it depends if I can find one I could carry and I'd afford. It's all budget pending.
Yeah.
Everything is budget pending. I'm going as budget as I physically can. The fact that I got all this for under $200, I think I'm doing pretty good. Because I was supposed to cost me over $200, but I got my stove for a penny.
Yeah.
So I can't beat that.
Guys, I'm going to jump out for 5 minutes, but I'll be back.
Okay. Say hi to your boss for us. But yeah. No, the thing is, I got extremely lucky when I got my stove for a penny. So I'm not going to knock that price. It does come with some accessories like I'm going to show you real quick. Let me get back over here. Oh, that's not the stove. I've got to show you the stove. The stove is a whole different ballgame. Give me a second here. Because you haven't seen the stove.
I know we've looked on them on the websites.
Well, the thing is, I originally ordered a Caribou 18-inch stove. Which means 18 inches long.
Yeah.
Right? But they sent me the wrong item. I did not order. They sent me something completely, utterly different than what I originally ordered.
I know.
And give me a second here. I'm trying to pull up my item here so I can show you what I got. But according to their website, it's called a Batizi camping stove, tent stove, whatever. Give me a second here. Stop sharing that one. And start sharing this one. You say, come on, get up there. Okay, there. This is the stove that I got coming. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It does come with 6 pipes, which include one of the 6 is a spark arrestor. As you can see, it does come with some gloves and a little guide for taking off the top here. This little rectangle part here does completely come off, and there's a little circle part that comes off that's underneath the kettle right now. It does not come with the kettle.
Well, no.
But Both of these pieces here on the side here fold up, and you can carry it by holding those like handles. There is no carrying bag, as you can see here. You can carry it like that.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, this one is very similar to the one in the other picture. I mean, almost a dead-on copy. But it does come with an ash scraper with a little thing of it where you can
clean it.
You can see that portion here lifts completely off up here. So I could put wood in through the top if I need to, without opening the door or something like that. And it has 5 regular stovepipes and a spark arrestor. And it does come with a...
Does it got a cap on it too? Or do you have to buy that separately?
It doesn't really need one. But if it does, Scott and I discussed about getting some a metal screen and make our own.
Yeah.
Which would be really cheap to do. Cut a big little square thingy out and shove it in there. That's all you really need to do. Got the heat resistant glass, and like I said, I love the fact that it's got heat resistant gloves. Oh, there's the cover. There's a fire extinguishing cover. So I guess that's for a cap for the thing if I want to shut it off. But yeah, that's what I got for 1 penny.
Not bad.
It's overall from floor to seat to the top is 7 foot tall, just a little over 7 feet tall, which is more than enough to get out the top of the top. And if I need to, due to height reasons, to keep the sparks or whatever it is from hitting the tent, I can put the little 90-degree elbow there on it and sit it off the side. Send it sideways. I would not be sitting out like that, to be honest, but everybody's got a different way of setting it up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon actually has a video about this one.
Oh,
the exact same setup. Oh, no, there is a video. I got the volume off here. Hopefully it'll, yeah, there it goes. How to set it up. I think that part's kind of cool. You can see the damper right there.
I just wonder if it's got a top for the
yeah. It showed that it's capped off.
Okay.
Top. Yeah, just getting the fire started is not that easy, as you already know.
Ooh, kebabs.
Yeah, watch this. This is the cool part. You can do it that way, or you can take one of those little racks, flip it over the top of it, and grill on it that way, or whatever. But that's the brand it says it is, and that's the same one as off of Amazon and stuff like that. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Yeah, this is my extra damper that I had ordered for the other tent stove.
Mm-hmm.
The one I was supposed to get was the Caribou 18-inch one. It didn't come with one of these, so I ordered one off of Walmart, and this came in yesterday. And I figured it'll give me 6 inches extra height in my stovepipe, which is not necessarily a bad thing because it's the same diameter as the one I'm getting. So that's how big the diameter of the stovepipe is going to be.
Yeah. Now, just remember, you don't need a big fire in that either.
Oh, no. Just enough to keep the chill off is all I need to do. And will I probably be acquiring a digital thermometer? Probably. That way I can keep an eye on the temperature. And as I was talking to Rob, I did suggest one more thing that we might be able to do if I needed to, if I could figure out a way to do it. The extra stove jack hole, if I'm not using it, it does I could open it up or close it out to add more ventilation if I need it. So it's an option. Do I want to do that? Probably not. But could I? Yes. Just because extra ventilation does not necessarily mean a bad thing, depending on how things are going. Hey, Rick, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it.
Wolvesden, how you doing?
So what do you think?
Yeah. So just be careful.
Oh, plan to. I want to be super extra careful. And one more thing I'm not sure if you saw Saturday night or not. I got my new arrows in.
Yeah.
These things are freaking cool, folks. If you haven't seen them yet, this is the cool part. And before someone says, oh, well, they're going to be wonky or anything like that, every arrow of one of these arrows I've checked out are super straight and very stiff. And before anybody complains about stiff arrows not shooting right and when shooting around your arrow and your bow and everything, I have a center shot bow that I'm going to be shooting them out, which would mean this would not affect that. And the fact that I do have feather fletching. Yes, the fletching is quite deep, but that should not affect hunting with something like this. And this will fit into my little quiver that I have set up for carrying my bow, my takedown longbow anyway, which is one of the reasons why I like it so much.
How many arrows did you get?
3 for $32.
Okay.
It is, by the way, for those people who are interested, this is called the Pocket Arrow. This one's brought out by the Pocket Shot. For those people who know, it's the slingshot that's you put your thing in the little pocket and pull it back and let it go. This was actually made for that, but you can use this for regular arrows pretty easily. So this right here, which I love, the fact is I can put it in all 3 arrows and everything in my holder that I have for my bow, and you won't know that I'm carrying 3 arrows. All you'll see is throw that in there. Can you tell there's an arrow in there? No. You can't fit because the arrow, you say, no arrow will fit in there. But I could have 3 of them in there, which means I could set up to go small game hunting really quickly. Now, also, I plan on adding, if I can figure out a way to carry it in there, this. Now, as you know, this is my left-handed bow fishing reel.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Is that going to fit in your backpack then?
I believe it'll fit. Now, would be ideal, probably not. It's better than trying to fit this bow fishing reel in there. This thing is very clunky, as you already know. This is for a different style of bow fishing. And I'd rather use this one. This has got a lot more lower profile than the other one. And if I could figure out a way to add a bow fishing tip to this and attach it to that bow fishing reel, then I would not need as many accessories. And that would mean this bow setup would be able for big game, small game, and fishing.
Well, you could probably get ferrules, and you could probably cut a fiberglass down, make it into 3 pieces or 2 pieces.
I could if I wanted to go that route.
It's not hard.
Or let me check something here, because there's one thing I did notice when I was looking at the bow fishing arrow that came with it. Give me a second here. Because mine, give me a second here. This just basically snaps over the arrow, as you can see.
Yeah.
I could snap that onto here fairly easily. Only thing I would have to do is figure out how to do this. Attach. I mean, I could put, I don't know, see, this thing here does come off, this part right here.
Yeah, you could probably just heat that off and put it on there.
No, it screws on it. It screws in.
Oh, okay.
No, not this one, but there's, this one here, it does screw in. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see it's 2 different colors.
Yeah.
That could screw in, but I don't know if it'll fit on here because this does come off. I could put on a broadhead down on there.
Well,
And another thing I think. Go ahead.
Carpet arrows are not designed to be in the water.
No, they're not. But is it part of the overall process? Yes. It's the fact is that it's meant to be a survival system that allows it for more versatility. Now, in the overall picture, I'd rather use the arrow that's supposed to be used with it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the ideal. But I can't structurally sounding use one of those and take it down properly and still be strong enough to do what I need to do. It can't be done because there's no way. But these right here with the proper setup, I can still take down enough fish for me to survive on. You know, I'm not going to be taking down like whales or anything like that. Don't plan to. But a small carp, perch, what have you, that I can take down legally in a survival situation enough to keep me fed, that's all I really need. Right? By the way, for those people who are wondering, this is like a 5/16 shaft. So it is very skinny. This is why they call it the soda straw. This size anyway, because as you can see, it looks like a soda straw. And as you also can tell, this thing is really extremely straight.
Yeah, you can also get that tactical shovel. They also make a spear for that too as well.
I don't need a tactical shovel, to be honest.
Yeah, you get a shovel part, and you got a frog. You can get a frog gig for it. You can.
I can't shoot that one.
No.
That's the only issue.
Get a frog gig, and you can hunt for frogs and fish in the creeks.
Well, if I really wanted to go that route, I'd throw in a 3-foot down blowgun and throw it in my kit and use that.
Yeah, I can use that too.
Now, could I hunt with that? Yes, I have done hunting with blowguns before. Not the ideal situation, mind you. They do not work underwater. As much as people they show you, you can do that. Shoreline hunting only. You can't hunt anything more than frogs with it. Some rabbits, if you're lucky, but not.
You can go after gar and.
No, once you get hits the surface, it like deadpan stops. It just It doesn't take much to deflect it. Even if you have your polarized lenses and you can see where the fish actually is, the tips are usually barbed, and all it takes is the most minor inflection to cause it to just veer off. It's not ideal, and also there's a bigger chance of the fish getting away because it doesn't catch the fish. It just stabs the fish. Speaking from experience, folks, not a way to go, to be honest. And you find the dead fish a couple days later because it swam off before you could catch it.
It's easier to catch it on the bank.
But it doesn't come up to the surface until later. And by that time, it's too late, and another animal has acquired it. Most likely a bird of prey of some kind. But there is that. But that's why I like this setup. It's a lot more versatile than it used to be. Now I can carry arrows with that kit, and I don't have to worry about carrying heavier, bulky arrows where people can see them. Say, what's he wearing a quiver for? This time you can't tell that I have arrows at all. And it only cost me $32 for those 3 arrows, which I think is a fairly, inexpensive option. For people wondering, $32 sounds like a lot for 3 arrows. You've not bought arrows.
Yeah, I know.
Recently, because a dozen arrows that I normally shoot through with my bow, 1-piece solid arrows and everything, you can go like $112 for 12. Easy. I usually use wood and cedar arrows, which is
the new arrows I got them on. I got them on clearance for $8 a piece on clearance.
These run about $11 a piece.
No, they normally sell for like $21 a piece.
Yeah, but Ian, I think Ian and you both mentioned this. there's an option with this thing that I didn't notice until he mentioned it. I think you mentioned it as well. Or is it you or Scott? You or Cliff mentioned it. And then I'm doing it right now. Okay, what do I have now, Jason?
A shorter arrow.
Which could be used with what?
I wouldn't use it on a crossbow.
Why not?
Is it a lot more force? It would snap.
No, these are super stiff. I'm trying to flex it right now. It does not flex.
I wouldn't give it a chance.
Now, would I use it for the 120-pound bow crossbow? No. About a 63-pounder or something like that? Yes. And it would allow for versatility because of the tips being able to be replaced, obviously. And Ian's, his bow fishing arrow, crossbow that he owns, has that little groove. Run that right down the groove, and you'll be ready to rock. And the nocks can be rotated too. So there is that too. So you can just shoot it just like that, and you have a crossbow bolt. You could probably go a little shorter if you really wanted to, by adding one like this. You can't tell me that would not be strong at that configuration with the tip.
That would probably work with the FX Ranchero.
Probably, whatever that is. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's a air pistol.
And there you go. There's a very small one, or those little handheld crossbow things you can get off of Amazon.
Those will work.
That would definitely work.
You should be able to screw a tip in. Can you screw the tip into the short piece?
I just did.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay. Does the knock come out of it?
It probably does, but I don't want to mess with it right now. Because it's set for a reason, and I'm not going to mess with it. But if it does, I will replace it. I have to get some new, smaller nocks, because most of the nocks that I own are the 11/32 nocks, and I want to get the smaller ones to be able to replace. Now, what I planned on doing, if I need to in the future, is replace the fletchings.
Yeah.
With 4 fletch. I do have longer fletching, and I would put longer fletching on here instead of the short ones. That way, I could still do this, use them the same way. It's just a little bit. These things are actually kind of cool. These are actually wrapped. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay.
So these are pretty stable for where they're at. It doesn't take much to keep an arrow on flight if you have everything set up right. And this thing here is really stiff. So this is perfect for a 55-pound bow and down. I would not use it for anything heavier than that, though. So the fact that they're collapsible, they fit in that quiver, undetectable, and the options of getting the tips. The only thing I would need is to figure out a pouch to carry tips and stuff of various kinds, like judo points, hex blunts, and broadheads, 2-bladed broadheads. I don't have any takedown little screw-in 2-inch 2-bladed broadheads at the moment. I only have 3-bladed ones, which would not work in this configuration. Will they fit on that arrow? Yes, they will. But I want something I could put in a pouch, keep it out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. People don't know it's there. So I can put a strap on that thing, have it on my back. No one knows I'm wearing a bow. They just think I've got another pouch on there. I can pull my flute out of there or something like that. And people just think I'm just carrying my flute and stuff in there. But not an actual something I can hunt with or protect myself with or anything like that. But that's options. Doesn't Dave Canterbury teach like the more versatile a weapon is, the better off you are?
Mm-hmm.
I think I just made like 3 to 4 different options with that one addition of those arrows. and that quiver and that holder. That I guess I'm going to call it the quiver because that's what it is. Because all I need to do is add a strap right here, so I can wear it on my back, and I can keep my bow in there, keep my arrows in there. I've got my one set of arrows already in here. You can't even tell. But I just reach in here, pull them out, put them together, and there they are. You didn't even know they were in there because you can't tell. Because normally, like I was showing with this one, this is a regular full-size arrow. It sticks out quite a bit. You can always tell that's a quiver. So which is why I like this setup. Now, I have some ideas about making a copy of this one with some additions, like little sleeves. As you can see, I got a little leather divider right here. I would like to put little loops all along this side on both sides. That way I could just slide these pieces into those little loops, sections, that I could always just reach down and grab the pieces without having to dig for them. If that makes any sense. Also, when they're fully assembled, I can set them inside those loops. They'll be separated on which side I have them on. What do you think, Jason?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Well, you're not a bow guy, so you're not as excited as I am for this. But I got my, that's how far my bow sticks out. But when you have the flap over it, it does not look like a bow. But this makes this a whole complete setup for hunting. I can hunt small game, which is really nice. Like a pool cue. But between by the way, Scott, here's your poles. I accidentally ordered some extra poles. When you order a set of poles from Temu, read the fine print. When he says a set of poles, I think my one pole, right, as a set, especially if it comes in pieces, not a set of two. Hey, that sounds like Rob's back. Welcome back.
Hello.
You say hi to the boss for me?
Hello, boss.
Okay. I was explaining the versatility of the takedown arrows to Jason. He's more of an air gun kind of guy. I understand.
Have you explained the versatility of the telescoping poles?
Oh yeah, the non-telescopic poles.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the description. They do say telescopic, as you know it, Jason, and as I know it. Telescopic means expanding, right? Not in this, kids. These things you have to push them together and connect them, like the old school tent poles.
No, I imagine they do the job just as well.
Oh, don't get me wrong. They will be very strong. They'll do the job. That's the whole point. But I was hoping that they would be a little more versatile. But in this case, I can make them any size I want to without. Technically, most telescopic poles would not go down as short as I need them to. And the fact that these are this length, that does have a bonus in its favor, lengthwise. It gives me more space to add them to my tent. And the tent being under 6 pounds in this configuration is a bonus. And this is a 56 square foot tent. So that's a bonus in my book. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you hear what happened to Scott last month?
What?
He walked into a business last month with his normal work backpack and a mousetrap hook sticking out the back and part of the way, and they thought that he had a gun.
Oh, jeez.
Also, remember when I was showing off Ian's gloves on Clips Live? I did the research on the M1942 gloves. They are from 1942. That's the year they came out. It's not a model number. So, for the condition those things are in, they're amazing.
I was going to say, they surprised they're in one piece for being that old.
Mine are from the 60s, I think. And I got the wearing instructions and everything else because I did a search on these things. And these things are amazing. They got the, poncho liner style lining. They call these the extreme cold weather gloves. I call these my Muppet hands. They look like Muppets. Like I was telling the guys on Saturday, I want to add googly eyes to this thing just so bad. You can't tell me that does not look like a Muppet.
It does a bit, yeah.
Throw some googly eyes on that thing, and oh my gosh. And all I want to do is go, banana. And that's when... Yeah, yours is green. Mine is green. I don't know or they call mine coffee. I just got mine today. And let me turn the light around for you guys so we can get some more light on my side here. Yeah, mine's a coffee color, as you can see. And that's the whole, with the exception of the stakes and ropes, which I have to figure out which is which, because I just dropped. It comes with this nice little buckle strap to hold everything together. Now, will it look this pretty after we're done? No, not by a long shot. And it probably won't be as clean, but I will do my best to keep it in one piece. Now, do I expect it to have a couple burn holes in it? Possibly. Which is why...
Providing the chimney's long enough, it shouldn't do.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll have to wait and see. But for that is, I mean, that's fairly light. And like I was saying, give me a second here. There is instructions. Yeah, give me a second. Oh, get off there. On the bag they come in. And how to set it up. It's kind of hexadecimal inside, I guess. Is what the overall. That's hexadecimal, right? Six-sided. Because the top is actually longer than the bottom. So it's supposed to be stretched out that way. But I'm not setting it up that way. Because I'm setting it up like a regular tent. I'm not doing it for a hammock camp. I'm just checking something here. Yeah, all the steps for setting it up for both ways is in here, and it's in like 4 or 5 different languages. I see French, Spanish, German, Korean.
All the languages.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
Just not English.
No, English is the first one.
Oh.
Then you see it changes. I think this one right here that's German or Dutch. I'm not sure which. I always thought those were fairly similar. And you got, like I said, you got Spanish and a couple others. Because they all say the same thing. It just keeps on repeating himself over and over and over again. But as you can see, even when you see the word instruction, Give me a second here. There's all the languages. I see French, I see English, I see Korean, German, and I'm not sure what, maybe Italian?
Possibly.
That last one on the bottom, right on this side
Yeah.
over here. I think that might be Italian. I'm not sure about the one in the middle right here on the bottom. That looks very similar to English, but it's spelled the same. Doesn't mean it is. I have no idea, to be honest, about all the different languages they use, but it's there if it's needed, I guess. And like I was saying, this is all the poles and all those stakes and ropes and stuff, which, as I was showing Rob earlier, huh? Oh, sorry. The stakes are very similar to the ones Ian found when Dan and I and him, Ian went to the Watcher County Flea Market and he found a bunch of them in the trash. This is very similar to what I already have a bunch of these already. So I've got extra.
Let me give you some advice, Colin.
What?
Put some super glue on those knots.
Oh, I'll probably do that eventually.
Because they will rip out and those stakes tear flesh. Tell
me about it. These are the same poles, the steam stakes I use for my my Big Agnes tent. I replaced all my Big Agnes tents because I forgot that I didn't have the stakes, so I bought my own. And there's a lot of stakes here, folks. Check this out. Okay. Ooh. You see here? This is what I've got so far. How many is here? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stakes. And all the ropes. Now, are the ropes color-coded? Oh, hell no. You'd think they'd color-code them. They all look the same. See? So I'm going to have to guess which one is the 6-meter rope and which one is the 4-meter rope. I'm assuming the skinnier, smaller ones might be one of those smaller ones. But they're all the same. What I would probably end up doing is color coding everything, put different colored ropes for which ones. For the center poles would be like a different color from the side poles.
Mm.
That way I know which one's which without having to stop and try to figure it out. Because once I undo these, they're just going to go on the bag. I'm not going to really pay attention too much to them. Now, are these going to be really good stoppers or anything like that? Probably not. But I've got better ones that I could work with. But it's actually not, the bag is actually not too bad, as you can see. I'll check this up. I just saw something when I was looking down the bag.
It looks to be a good size.
It is. Thought there was a tag in here, but I guess there isn't. Yeah, I could fit my fist in there. But 14 stakes. I think it's got 2 long ropes, which I'm assuming this is one of them because it's like fatter than the other ones. I think that might be another one of the fat ones. I'm not sure because they're not uniform as much as I would like them to be. That might be matching to that one. And the rest are kind of smaller. Or I might also switch out the color of these ones here with some orange ones. so I can keep the orange ones for the sides and the whatever, because I'd rather be able to see them better than black, especially at night. And as everybody knows, everybody hates tripping over guidelines, especially in the dark.
Evil necessity, aren't they?
Well, remember that guy I was telling you about who had his tent set up for 9 days so he could figure it out? One thing he kept on doing is tripping over the guidelines because he wasn't used to them. But the thing is, I learned from his mistakes.
There's a lot of like a modern dome tents. A lot of them don't need guidelines anymore.
No, it's not a freestanding tent. That's one thing it is not. Now, I grew up in the era of pup tents and cabin tents.
We grew up with the legendary Ripstop Force 10, the orange triangle. It was called the Force 10 because it could literally withstand a Force 10 gale.
Well, before I lost the poles to my pavilion, went through four tornadoes and still stood. So there is that. Now I got to find new poles for that one before I could use it again, which really sucks.
Wow, I can buy they've got some for sale on eBay.
Not the poles I need, because the company.
No, I was talking about the tent.
Oh yeah.
It's a bright orange canvas tent.
Oh, like a little circus tent?
No, it's a 2-man tent. But they're just brilliant in every way. They are iconic British camping.
Well, there could be worse. It could be like circus tent stuff. But this has got all my poles, all my stakes, all my ropes and everything all in one. So at least I know I can do that. I don't have to worry about wondering where everything is. It's all one self-contained thing. Now, will it be that way once I take it out and set it up? I don't know, to be fair. I can only hope I can get as close to being that small, hopefully, with some help from both Ian and Scott. So I can only hope that is, but the thing is, I got my little camper stuff. Let me put myself back down there. So I could reuse this thing here. Let me turn this light here so I don't blind people with my face and everything else. So that would really suck. There we go. Reflective guidelines would probably be the way to go. Sort of like what this is right here. This is just that's a bow fishing line, by the way. Or even ropes like this, really bright white. So that way I could see them in the dark. But I don't know what's going to be necessary until we actually get it set up. And I was going to mark out where my walkway is anyway. If we got snow on the ground, you're going to see a path where you can walk and where you can't walk anyway. So, and moderate snow has been predicted for the time period that Scott and I were planning on being up there. Now, will this thing survive the snow? I don't know. But I do know it would survive better in this configuration than in the hammock tent configuration because of the structure involved. The poles are a lot more sturdier than sticks that they used in the videos.
Yeah, it was a bit of a half-hearted attempt. I mean, it was clearly done for visual effect.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And
I do wish companies wouldn't do that.
I know. They stage things for a reason. I am going to be bringing a bow saw. And Scott said he's bringing a chainsaw. And we got our hatchets for helping, doing the kindling.
I presume Ian's bringing a seesaw.
No. He's actually bringing his bow saw. He's actually got a bigger bow saw than I do. Don't ask me why. He just does. But mine looks cooler in its simplicity. It's not one of those takedown ones you see everybody who does bushcraft does. Mine's an old school, old fashioned regular bow saw, but it's like, well, I'll show you. It's right here on my wall. I got it hanging up.
Nothing wrong with old fashioned.
This one.
Oh, yeah, like a garden's one.
Look at how aggressive that is. That will definitely do the job. That's all I really need. And yes, it is sharp. And I have it hanging up on a hook up here. That way I don't have to worry about it. I keep it hanging on my wall up there where I can keep track of it. I don't have to worry about stepping on it. But yeah, I'll have a kettle ready to go and everything else. So am I bringing some extra stuff to go to, because we're definitely going to have a fire pit available outside where we're going to be set up. That way, if we wanted to sit out around a fire, we can go do that. Because I don't plan on being stuck inside a tent the entire time. So then use your homemade one. There's no point. Use what you want to use there, Scott. I like that one because it's one I acquired. I think I found it in one of my scrounges when people threw out on the curb. An old buck saw. Yeah. If you want to use it, use it. I mean, I'm going to have my hatchet with me, obviously. I'm going to have my hatchet with me, which is not a bad hatchet. Not my best hatchet. What?
So I'm on eBay. I've just found a guy who's got a load of the USGI ACU improved combat tents for $90.
Was that one of those the Marine Corps ones?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what Ian's got?
$90 is not bad.
And
it's got the extended fly.
Ian's got one.
No good
tents. You know how he's got it?
Did it come in that bag of stuff he got?
That box of stuff I got me my MSR water purification kit and all that stuff? Yeah, it was in there. I gave it to Ian because I had already just acquired my Life Fighter 1 tent. And this is basically the same thing, but the Marine Corps version.
Mm.
And I like mine better because it's, the profile, I like the profile better. And it works for me. And, mine's like right there. Only thing I don't have is the winterization kit, cold weather kit that goes with it. They call it the windbreaker. But I haven't planned on using it in 4 seasons. That was the only thing. Could I use it with 4 seasons? Yes. At least it has the option for that. I don't want, I like things having options, obviously. Okay, that's cool. He's bringing my hatchet. He used my name. That's mine, right? If my name is on it, does it count as mine?
Only if you then use it for the activity Scott used it for. Yes, Grand Foggy is selling stateside. The name of the seller on eBay, where is he? Bear with me. I'm not in YouTube, bugger.
What was it called again?
If I put it in a private chat, can you copy it into
Yeah, I can bring it out. I will bring it out and put it in and post it up and everything else. Everything you want me to do.
What I'll do is I'll type the title in.
You type it in, I'll look it up and then post it up and show people here. You can share it.
I'm not using my phone for eBay.
Oh.
I'm on my desktop.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Bear with me,
soon as you put the name in there, just tell me what it is. I can look it up. I'm already on eBay set up.
So I'm nearly there.
US what? Again?
It's the USGI system.
Tent?
Hold on. Bear with. Well, I just stuck it in the private chat so you can copy and paste it.
Okay, give me a second here.
It's from a guy called Coyote Gear Store.
Okay. This is what it's called, folks.
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the item for sale.
I will look it up real quick and post it. I'll bring it up on the screen here.
See, ever since Light Fighter started creating the civilian range, they ruined their product.
Well, I've got a military one, so I don't. How much was yours?
$99.
I found one for $79.99.
Oh, that might be the conversion change then. Don't forget, I've got to pay import.
Okay, well, I'm going to post the $79 version.
The one I found, the background is like a painted mountain scene.
Well, the one I've got, it's got a flag and a house in the background.
Oh, well, you're obviously getting something different to what I'm saying then. Oh, yeah, no. That's a different one to what I found.
It is?
Yeah.
Give me a second here. I got one for 70. Yeah. There's another one. Yeah, I see it. For $49.99 used?
No,
Is it the one man or a two man?
One man.
Okay, the one I saw, the cheapest one I see is $50.
Well, the one I found comes with, bear with, tent, range light stakes, seam sealer, repair kit, poles, repair bag, and a carry bag. Bad for the price.
Let me see what it says here. Kit includes tent, 6 tent stakes, poles, cordage repair, patch. May have some other repair products, but not guaranteed. Carry bags, price drop, no returns for any reason. That was for the $49 one.
No returns. That's always a winning combination, isn't it?
Yeah, but on average, I've seen different ones from $49 all the way up.
Hold on, I'm going to grab you the link. Bear with me. Yeah, try that link there.
Well, I'm going to post the link of the entire page where you can search for it, for people can go look for themselves. But that's the link for all those things right there. And you can look for yourself, find something you like, go with it.
Well, if you look in the private chat, I just sent you the link to one I found.
Okay.
Another link?
You want to share it?
Yeah, that's the $75 one. Yeah, that's the UK version. Okay, that's the reason why.
Yes, we pay a premium on it.
Approximately £55 for you.
No, for me it is
50 pounds, British, or what do they call it, euros?
No, it's £66.60 for me.
Well, I'm showing when I pulled it up, that's what it shows. As they show, US $74.99, approximately 55.50 euro pounds.
So
or
eBay must be applying. eBay must be applying the import charge.
Well, let me do something real quick. This is what it showed me here, price-wise. Yeah, I didn't do that, did I? It didn't even show what I was going to do. That sucked. Oh, it did. It worked. Yeah, that's what it's then Scott wrote something. Okay. Be well, Scott. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, Scott.
Hey there, Scott.
Okay. But yeah, I'll pull that particular one up and I'll post that one too, because it does work and it's a really interesting thing. I'll copy that link and post it for people to check it out. That's the link that he had, folks. Now, the thing is, the link I just posted is not the link that I have on top of here, even though it's the same link. So I'm looking at the web address at the top of the screen you sent me, Rob, and it does say ebay.co.uk.
So that's interesting, because on here I've got ebay.us.
So I'm looking at, well, here's the thing. I have this. I have accounts for every eBay area. I've got one for the UK. I've got one for Australia, all on my computer, because I want to make sure when I order something, I can find it. Because just because it's not on my eBay doesn't mean I can't find it in the somewhere in the world. Because one eBay has it somewhere. You just got to have a different account for it. And I happen to have I even have Canadian. Because I do research. I research everywhere.
All your maple syrup needs.
If I could get them that way, I would. Though, to be honest, I would think the Northeast, Maine, has some really good maple syrup.
Vermont.
That area.
Vermont maple syrup.
The Northeast has some extremely good maple syrup. You can't tell me it doesn't. It'd be a very good contention between Canada and Vermont. Now that would be oh man, can you imagine the war of the syrups? Because one of the things I plan on taking with me is the stuff for making French toast when I'm up there. Yes, I'm taking stuff for actually eating French toast. Because Jenny's challenged me to make a grilled cheese on this thing, on the stove, as well. And you know, anybody can do eggs, just straight up eggs, and bacon. I figured French toast and grilled cheese should be done, because I haven't done it before, so it's a challenge for me. Because I can't control the heat. That's the big thing.
Well,
so I am bringing the cast iron skillet, though.
Do you watch anything from Kent Survival on YouTube?
A little bit, here and there, not always.
He did one the other day where he did grilled cheese and tomato soup on a tent stove.
I think I watched that one.
It's that one-man tent. I was quite impressed by it.
Is he the one that put the pepperoni on it too?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Because I know somebody who did it, who made a grilled cheese with tomato soup, but they used pepperoni inside. They put cheese and pepperoni on between two pieces of bread, then put butter in the pan, then flipped it in that and cooked it in that, which technically did make it a grilled cheese. And then he added
not in the accepted sense.
Huh?
Just not in the accepted sense.
He used a lot of butter, to be fair, and he did toast it really nicely. Just not my normal standard way of doing it. But he did add pepperoni to it, which is a different style too. Nothing wrong with that, mind you. It's just different. And I think pepperoni might be a nice kick, especially in the cold. The extra protein could never hurt. You know, cheese does give you some, but not as much as pepperoni does.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you need to look for something, I will let you know. My stove that I've got normally goes for $125.
Oh, no worries, ground fog.
Off of Home Depot. Now, you might be able to find it cheaper on Amazon, because I have found the exact same stove on Amazon, but under a different name. I mean, same video, everything was 100% the same. but I think it's about running about 125. But the one I was hoping to get, which I didn't get, was the Caribou stove, which was running me. It was going to cost me only $72 initially, until they screwed up and sent me the wrong thing, which is kind of weird because that box has no name of Caribou anywhere on it. But they just probably saw the stove thing and thought that was it. Or somebody can't read.
Well,
I am kind of impressed on how big the stovepipe is going to be. That's pretty good size. When I saw 2 points, whatever it is, inches in diameter, I didn't think it was going to be that big. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than that.
Just make sure they're all properly seated together.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Just
I'm
for
going
your own
to
safety.
I'm doing a pre-burn once I get it. That was the big thing. And I'm going to burn until it turns all these pipes turn blue. So I'm going to burn as hot because a nice blue color. I don't expect it to stay silver or anything like that. I expect it to be discolored.
Just get clear of all products and chemicals.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that first, and I'm also going to pick up. Well, I initially was planning on using an actual chimney brush, but they don't come in this size. But I discovered that lint dryer brushes for the dryer vents are this size, and it should be just fine for this. So I'm going to probably pick up one of those and use that to clear out all the deposits from the things every time I use it. Planning in advance.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've heard about people doing different things and different things going on. I did see that there were some creosote burning things you could add to your fires to help clear them out that way. But I don't know how well that would work with something this small.
It's not so much that. You're just adding more chemicals to the mix.
Yeah, I get that. And I figured if it's just going to be like a bottle brush type setup, I could go with the dryer vent scrubber, and that would work exactly what I need it to anyway. You know, because I don't think an 8-inch brush, chimney brush will work in that. It's too big, and I want to get it stuck in there trying to get it cleaned out. So if I just kind of take each section off, clean it out really quick, put it back on, and everything will be hunky-dory, then that's all I want to do. Now, will I have to wait for it to cool down before I pack everything away? Sure. You have to do that anyway. And just make sure everything's packed up, cleaned up, dried off, and everything else. Will it be 100% clean? No. But it'll work. I expect to be dirty, smelly, and hopefully have a good number of rabbits and squirrel in my cooler.
I wish you all the best with it. Sounds like a lovely trip.
Well, that's what I plan on doing. We're planning on cooking some rabbits and squirrel along the way, as well as bring some back. So that's the plan. Whether we succeed in that plan remains to be seen. Because it's weather pending, it's animal pending, it's us pending, how things work out. Because I mean, the animals may not
be what it'll be.
Huh?
It'll be what it'll be.
Exactly. And the fact is, a winter camp out, I've got a chance to go to a winter camp out with some friends and family. And something I've never done before, and I could get some video out of it at the same time.
Well, why not?
Why not? Hopefully, it'll be interesting enough to bring people to watch on my channel. Now, because I am only 5 people away from getting 1,100 subscribers.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm at 1095. I just need to get 5 more. And who knows? I might get a viral video out of the deal. The odds are against it. I am not that good or lucky but I just want to see what I can do. Is all.
I'm let me have a look. 1017.
Yeah, you're not
That's
too
not
far.
bad.
You're not that far from behind me.
Yeah, it's good.
To be fair, I think doing all these Christmas lives have helped.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I did comment on yours, on all your light ones.
So yeah, that was a really nice trip actually. Unfortunately, MGM or whoever it is who own the rights to everything John Williams has ever made,
Yeah.
they really don't like you using his music.
I don't use a lot of music because I got dinged last time I used music.
It wasn't through choice. Part of the
Exhibit.
Winter Walk had Jurassic Park, which,
Yeah,
as we all know, is very Christmassy.
Yeah, that last one was pretty nice. When they're at the Abbey.
Yeah.
By the way,
So that's where
I want to know. I want to know where they got those flowers.
Which ones? The light up ones.
Yeah, the light up ones that opened up.
I know, they're awesome, aren't they? I don't know. I've seen solar powered ones and they're rubbish.
Those ones were awesome.
I like the fact they didn't all open at the same time.
You're making me want to come over and visit you. You know that, right, Rob?
Well, so that Abbey I was at, Jason, is where we have all our car shows and everything each summer.
Yeah.
I'll have to go up there in the daytime. It is expansive.
Oh yeah.
I will tell you this, Rob. If I ever get a chance to come visit you in the summertime, you got to take me somewhere where there's boot sales.
I don't think we have many, to be honest.
No, but and what I would call secondhand shops and things like that, anything like that, I would love to see what I could come up with. And don't get me started on military surplus stores, because if I can't take it home, then I would be very sad.
Yeah, those flowers were awesome.
So if you've seen my video of the Northampton fire history, that's the same people who did the animation on the side of the Abbey.
No.
But yeah, those flowers are really impressive. I mean, the Christmas tree was mind-blowing.
Did you have a tree up?
Me, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
So I don't care for Christmas at all, so I don't usually bother. But this year, I've got these like they're flat pack LED trees that hang on to fishing wire.
Right.
So you just have the cross beams lit up. There's no body to it, so it just looks like garlands on the wall in the shape of a tree, like a kid would draw.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I hung a few of those around the house.
Okay, I am not Christian. I have mentioned that before. Do I have a tree up? Yes, I do, because I don't celebrate it as a Christian holiday, because it's technically not.
It's a stolen holiday.
And
It's a pagan holiday.
From who?
The
Pagan.
Which is why I celebrate it. And the fact that I got an amazing deal on a Christmas tree from Walmart for $50 for a pre-lit Christmas tree. No box. I figured it's a deal. I could not mess out on that one. I don't have to put any lights on it. I just plug it in. And it comes in 3 pieces.
Oh, that's all right.
Hey, I even picked up something today that will go with it. I picked up a GI duffel bag, military duffel bag today for a couple bucks. And I'm hoping that it fits inside it, so I don't have to worry about packing it away since I don't have a box for it. Because it all folds up.
Jason, I think I'm going to email the organizer and ask him who provided those flowers for you.
Oh yeah, I would love to see those. Those are actually quite nice. I like them.
Colin, if you get a chance, you'll enjoy the winter walk.
Okay.
Well, there's some absolutely awesome lights.
I'll go back and look at that.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It was a real spur of the moment thing. I was like, I wasn't going to go, and I took myself there thinking I'm never getting a ticket. It's the last day. It's the last show, last entry. I managed to get tickets. I was like, right, the live stream. Some of it was a bit kitsch and tacky and Christmassy.
I also like the big partial balls that they were hanging from the tree that put out a lot of light too.
They were cool. I'm very impressed by it. And considering I'm very familiar with that abbey, I didn't know where I was at one point.
Really.
I completely turned about.
Well, you see it different in the dark than you do during the day.
Oh yeah. Things like I've been up there at night, but the way they've got it all laid out, you were just going places you wouldn't usually go.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I'm going to do this for you there, Rob. For anybody who wants to go watch them, they're there. Check out all his shorts, except the ones he's wearing.
Oh no, you won't find those light walks under the shorts.
Well, I looked
They're
out there. I
all
didn't see them.
They're all live streams.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I'll post that one under your streams.
I'll tell you which one you want to do. It's
Well, you got
I
the
would
Winter
go
Walk
with
the Abbey one.
yeah,
One,
go with
two,
the one that
three.
starts with final attempt. I think that's the better one
Yeah,
of
the
the
final
three.
attempt at walking, yeah.
Okay, the 18-minute and 31-second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. The first one, it's very full of kids and couples and very, Hallmark.
Nothing wrong with Hallmark. I'm sorry. I'm a Hallmark romance guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for them.
All right,
Even
take
Jenny rolls her eyes at me when I watch them.
away his man card.
Yeah, please hand it over. But I'm going to email the organisers and ask them where they're from.
Yeah, those were actually. I'd like to get.
They're just really cool in a garden. They'd look good in a vase.
Oh yeah, they would.
But I posted the link to that, folks, if anybody wants to watch it.
Thank you. Appreciate
If you want,
that.
I can post that actually down below in the description.
It's up to you. It's your live stream.
No. But your friends of mine, we discussed it. I like promoting my friends. You already know that. That's what I just did. Come on. I've been posting everything you've been mentioning. I do the same thing to him. And
I did Jason, did you happen to see the giant archway of light?
Yeah.
It's all made out of tiny little flowers.
Oh, is it?
All of them, tiny little petal flowers.
That thing was
Thousands
bright.
of them.
Are those things LED or not?
Yeah, they're LED.
It's all LED.
Yeah, he had a long tunnel, several feet long. It was almost wanting to blind the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the carriage.
My camera was going berserk with that tunnel.
I love that little carriage with the stuff. I love that part. I got the volume turned off so I can't hear it, but that light up carriage is really freaking cool.
Yeah, they did a good job this year. Credit where credit is due on that.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of, with the exception of being not shaped like a pumpkin, looks like Cinderella's carriage.
Yeah, the path was just unbelievable.
It's just so weird, all that Christmassy stuff, and it's green.
It was over a mile long.
Wow.
Yeah, Christmas today should have more snow.
I genuinely think it was value for money.
Wow. What are those things? Those things look like dandelion fluff things almost. The one you did the extreme, like mushroom things almost.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the extreme close up, by the way.
You got to get in on some of them. It's about halfway through. You see, there's an absolutely beautiful Christmas tree.
I see the little wooden flat ones.
Yep. It was not easy trying to negotiate all the copyright music that was sending YouTube into a downward spiral.
Well, like I said, I got the volume turned off right now because I don't want to get dinged at the moment. I see that the path that you're on is they just put that in or something for this particular reason.
Some of it.
It's all I like those little.
It's mad because I'm so familiar with that abbey, and I genuinely didn't know where I was at one point.
Isn't that the whole point?
Oh yeah, 100% enjoyable. Highly recommend it. We'll
I mean,
probably
they
go
have stuff
next
like
year.
that here and stuff like that, but I don't go because it's just too commercial here. You know what I mean?
To be fair, when you got to the end of this, they'd got the Après Village, which was just a money-making hellhole.
Oh, I bet. To me, it looks like a winter fairy kingdom for the most part.
But to be fair, the whole thing, there was one spot where you could have your photo taken on this big, like, Christmas throne, and you could buy the photo afterwards, and you could get some marshmallows for toasting and a drink halfway round. Well, that's not my cup of tea anyway. But that was the only real commercial selling point.
But I'm just looking at all the lights and stuff. It looks very fairy-like.
So how big is that abbey?
I'll tell you what,
I'm a surprise. I think I might have turned into flames if I try to walk into Abbey grounds, since I'm not Christian.
550 acres.
Wow, jeez,
That's fairly substantial.
that's over a square mile.
Mm-hmm. It's famous for being part of the Norman Conquest battle site.
Oh, okay.
So
I could bore you
artifacts
guys
in
to
the ground.
tears with history of that place.
So I'm actually got the arch that you guys were discussing earlier.
Mm.
No, but the thing is, if that is at the battlegrounds, like you just mentioned, there's artifacts buried there.
The oldest cannonball in the world was found there, I believe.
Wasn't thinking about cannonballs. I was thinking more about archery stuff.
Well,
But that's me, though.
It's England. Everything under the sun has been combed over.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in seeing the gardens.
I could go. Well, I'll definitely go back in the summer. There's nothing there now.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant just the regular gardens. Well, yeah, in the springtime when everything's starting to bloom and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the process of doing some rebuilding, so there's no point going now.
Yeah.
There's that. Is that the Christmas tree right after the tunnel you were talking about?
The multiple color one.
Yeah.
20-foot-ish high.
Yeah, is that right next before the wall?
No, it's in the middle of the gardens.
Yeah.
Okay, there's got all the different bulbs on it. It's going up against. There's a brick wall in the background.
That might be inside the garden.
It's fairly tall, though.
Mm.
A little on the thin side for my taste, but it's like they got to a certain point on
You may want to skip several minutes because it's basically just that for about 5 minutes.
I'm getting ready to go into a building, through a door. And they got some.
Oh no! No, you were at the school bauble tree.
Okay, I like the little lanterns on the ground.
They are gorgeous, those lanterns.
I always like lanterns like that. That's kind of my thing. Oh, by the way, Ian got a new lantern today. I'll show it to you guys later. He actually got a new oil lamp. It is vintage, but it's vintage Hong Kong, but it's still vintage. Ooh, wow, that bush is bright.
So this is inside the walled garden.
Okay, I just went through the door of the wall. You just went through the walled garden entrance.
You got a Victorian grow house.
Is that the multicolored, rainbow-colored tree you're talking about?
Yeah.
I just saw that oscillating rainbow tree.
Big.
I just saw a glimpse of it in the background.
Yeah, I was refusing to let people see it. But my tree.
You could see that one from space. Are those real flames or those are electric ones? on the lanterns on the ground?
No, they're all real.
Those are real candle setups? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. Oh, you know one thing I would feel bad about that Christmas tree is someone hijacked it and programmed it to do something else. Because you know that's computer controlled.
Yeah.
Jason, I've just put the location in the private chat for you.
Ah, okay.
I like the spotlights that go with it.
So those laser lights, I can see from my house 4.5 miles away.
Oh, really?
Would you want some for your house?
Oh God, yes.
Got to do some research. That is very cool. I like to know who programmed that to do that.
Oh, there's the photos.
Like I said, I got the sound muted. So
yeah, they even got the Christmas for the photos for a couple of years ago too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a little.
It gets better every year.
It seems like where it's at right now, where it went right back into the oscillating rainbow part. Then it goes right back into the candy cane looking stripes, and
So
it's on a cycle.
The flowers Jason's talking about are just round the side of it.
Yes.
Okay.
They're real awesome.
It was toying with me. It refused to open until I threatened to move away.
Oh wow, that is a good size. Oh, there's also a golf course next to it too.
Mm-hmm. That lake has jet skis, canoeing, fishing, swimming.
Everything but archery.
There's walking trails, cycling, horse riding.
Also, that includes the golf course too. So.
Oh no! The golf course isn't part of the Abbey.
That's what I'm saying. It's part of it.
No. Delapre Golf Course is a separate entity.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the monks golfing if it was?
Yeah. Can you imagine the fees they would get from it?
That's what I was thinking. Can you imagine monks out golfing? That's a whole different video.
So the Abbey in recent years has been famous for horse trialing. Car shows, those sort of things.
Hey, look, it's a farmer with a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think that would be part of the golf course would be part of it.
No,
Nope.
I don't think they annexed it yet. Probably in the future, in order to make the revenue.
Are you Google mapping it by any chance, Jason?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Now,
I like seeing stuff like this.
The part where I'm at, they got a lot of violet or purple lights on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very pretty. Jenny and Ian would definitely like it because that's one of their favorite colors.
See, I like seeing stuff like this. You know, the older buildings.
Welcome to England.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually hear you. I got closed captioning up, and I could hear you saying, "Steve snuck in." Oh well, there he is.
Well, where I grew up, there was an abbey there, and they actually made wine.
Yeah.
And you were able to purchase it for 1 weekend a year. When they actually had the arts and craft and stuff like that.
Was that up in Canada?
No, in California.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure where. You've lived in a lot of places as growing up. Is what reason I was asking.
So, Colin, you should just be about to come up on the flowers Jason likes.
I saw all the purple flowers on the ground things.
Oh
No, these are stubbed up.
Oh, I see them off to the side. They look like lilies almost. There's a little building with the little flowers around the window. Is that the ones you're talking about?
No, it's the one they're around like a fountain or sculpture.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I'm still looking at the building with all the bars on the windows with the
That's a potting shed. That's now a coffee shop.
Like I said, there's that one section of the garden that's got all the purple flowers flashing like lightning. There's the ones, they look like lilies.
That's them.
Yeah.
I saw those.
Yeah.
I think Jenny would love those.
But when you walked by them, they opened up.
Well, hold on. Let me. Hey, love.
You didn't see that?
I need you to see something. Well, this is the reason. There's a reason for it.
You can bring Tony.
You know he'll never answer that, right?
You underestimate my ability to persist.
Well, yeah,
But he does come to Makasa.
I mean, where do you find a cat that actually calls when you call him by name? You grab a treat bag, he'll come around.
Still we're in England as a Christmas walk thing. They open up.
Nice. Right, blooming flowers.
No, these are electric.
Oh.
I think Rob is going to try to find where they come from, because Jason wants them to.
Marcus, you gonna come say hi?
They are awesome.
I can hear Tony.
Those are awesome.
Cat has got so many freaking names that no one knows.
So there's 3 parts to that live stream because of the issues. The second one, I genuinely
that
don't
tree
know.
right there, it oscillates and changes color and everything else.
The second one, I genuinely don't know what recorded or not.
All right, I'm going to the bathroom and going to bed.
I'm gonna go tuck you in. Tell me when I can tuck you in.
But it's worth check them out. It's quite visually appealing.
I'm probably just going to go to 10 o'clock, guys. So
Yeah.
we will finish. This will be like the ending of everything right here, because this will be the last video, my last live of the year, Jason.
For you, yeah.
You got one more day.
Yes, I do.
I actually have plans to go axe throwing tomorrow. In the Ironside Axe Club in Des Moines. It's a Viking.
Yeah, well, I'm not staying up to midnight.
Ian and I were going to go meet Jenny because she's got to work tomorrow all day, and it's not too far from where she works, so we're just going to meet her there.
I'll be at work for New Year. There's a surprise.
Yeah, I'll probably
Do they pay you extra for that or not?
No,
You don't get extra things for holiday pay or anything like that?
nothing. Flat rate.
That sucks.
That's because it's salary.
Oh, you're on salary?
Mm-hmm. Not hourly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the house now, so.
I'm told there's benefits to being on salary. I'm just yet to find it.
There is no benefits of being on a salary.
Nope. They just be able to work you twice as hard for half as much.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, you're on salary. We don't have to pay you overtime.
No. And they can put you where they want.
Exactly.
That's why I'm not.
Oh, I love the T-Rex. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is so freaking cool.
Well, keep watching. I mean, all the lights are all awesome.
Well, I have been. What do you think I've been doing?
It's worth going back and watching the other two. The first part's pretty cool. There's some really interesting bits.
Mm-hmm.
I finally finished my coffee after all this time. I like the fact that, the laser light show on the thing. Yes, the SK. I don't know why there is a dinosaur. Somewhere in the back of my head. I'm sure I'll remember there being a dinosaur.
There's something to do with dinosaur bones in Northampton.
I know, but I'm just reading your closed
I
caption.
cannot remember why.
No, but I'm just reading what you actually said. I can't hear it, but I can read it. I think it's kind of funny.
Now, see, there's a place in Arizona I want to go to, but they don't give the location of where it's at.
What is it?
It's called the Dinosaur Dance Floor.
Ooh, I think I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it was a big wet area where they all walked across in different directions, but they won't give away the location.
Right.
I
Have you
kinda
been to
don't-
the meteor crater in New Mexico yet?
That's in Arizona. Yes, I have.
I actually got to be there, and there's a reason why I asked my parents to take me there. Not because of the meteor crater, because it was in the movie Starman.
It's been in several movies.
Yeah, but Starman in particular.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, it's an awesome place to go to. We went to it in the
Yeah,
middle
don't
of.
get me wrong, it was great. I got to see a meteor rock and everything.
Oh yeah, you got to see all the stuff they have there.
I have.
Yeah,
I've been there. I went there as a kid.
Yeah, we went in July, and one of the cool things is when it does the air exchange anywhere between, I would probably say 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. There's a temperature change, which the air will rush out of the crater and come up the side of the wall at around about like 40, 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour.
Oh, I haven't been there since I was about an early teenager, 14, 15. Yeah. So it's been a long time since I've been there.
Oh, yeah. They got all kinds of, let's see, they got the visitor center there now. They got theater now.
They didn't have any of that when I was there.
A planetarium now.
Like I said, they didn't have any of that when I was there.
Yeah.
Remember, this was decades ago.
Yeah.
Well,
I can actually say decades in my book.
Yes.
You'll be pleased to learn that I have managed to successfully post a video every day this year.
Ooh,
my last one comes out in a few hours.
And by the way, happy early birthday.
No, thank you.
Yes.
I have published, according to YouTube, over 425 pieces of content in
That's
a year.
Awesome. And you did just get another view and another like for that video.
I will safely say I'm bloody well not doing it again.
I watched that last final one all the way through.
What? Posting content I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Well, the thing is, you did not just any content. You did a full live, and you've been doing shorts, long, irregulars, and lives, not just one kind. And you've been intermixing it.
I don't know how people do like full videos every day.
Talk to this
it's
guy.
Hard enough just getting 365 shorts out.
I get shorts when I feel like them. When when the mood hits me and I get something I think is interesting, then I do a short. I mean, I don't do anything in particular on shorts. Otherwise, I would be posting about all my stuff that I find.
Yeah. Let's get Earl is about to get to 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Wow. So he's going to get the golden play button?
The silver plaque, yes.
Good on him.
I'm kind of really proud of him.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm almost up to 1,100, which, I mean, I'm like this close.
Well,
I don't know how many
10,000 turns your name grey.
Huh?
10,000 turns your name grey.
Oh, I'm not even close to that.
I don't think I'll ever get anything more than I'm on to, and I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get there.
But I'm over 1,000. I'm almost to 1,100. Will I get over? I mean, if I get over up to 1,200 or 2,000, that would be awesome.
Well, I think that's it. You got to start thinking about your targets for the new year.
Well, I do plan on actually doing some more content video stuff because I'll be actually doing stuff. I wasn't able to get out and about until lately because of my knee.
Mm.
And I actually, if they decide to let me go from my workplace, I have to figure out where I'm going to. I mean, a lot of places are not going to hire me because of my knee. I'm not going to be able to kneel. That's my biggest issue.
Well, my plan is to do more lives in the new year.
I'll expect to try to be on your lives in the new year.
Well, a lot of them are going to be walking about the town, I think.
I know, but I'm going to try to participate if I can.
At different hours.
So,
Well, like I said, I noticed you were getting a lot of people coming in when you're doing your lives.
Mm. I mean, there's a couple of interesting things in the town I can probably turn into a half-hour live, I reckon.
What about your beard meetups?
Oh, they're still going ahead.
I know.
I usually do.
I got beard. I count, right?
I usually do lives for them.
He's got a beard, so hey, we can be the American versions. I just don't have a big beard.
Yeah, no, I'll have some more stuff coming out, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, on that note, it is now 10 o'clock U.S. time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say good night to everybody because it is time for me to shut down. I got to go tuck Jenny in, and we're going to say Happy New Year to Rob because it's going to be New Year where he's at.
Yeah, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you have a peaceful one.
Since you're going into 2026 before we are, good luck in the future.
I'll leave the door ajar and a light on.
Okay, just make sure you don't put any mouse traps at the foot of the door stops, please. Stubbing my toe on that last time did not hurt like hell. But other than that, be well, be safe, and have a happy New Year for those folks. I will not see you till next year. Out of here in 5, 4,
Get out there and slap a rat.
2,
Bye now.
1. Night, everybody. Happy New Year.